Hello everybody, my name is Spooky. Welcome back to another stadium video. Today we've got the largest stadium update in Stadium's history. A massive patch update. And do not be intimidated by the view time of this video, even though it is long. It is 2.5 hours, yes, of in-depth, super good breakdown of literally every single update that we saw. We're going to be breaking down what it means, what things are good, what things are bad, and what the future of Stadium is going to be coming up here soon. We're going to be talking about all of it. This is a video you want to grab some snackies, or maybe you have it on the side while you're listening. You want to pop it in for some audio while you're doing some work. Whatever you want to do. We're breaking down in depth everything about the new Stadium update. It's so exciting, and I'll let myself do the talking in the video. Anyways, like the video before we head in. Subscribe for Stadium content, updates, all that good stuff. Best builds. We're going to be having a lot of new builds coming up. A lot. Because they changed the whole game, dude. Stadium updates. Ooh. Are you guys ready? Are we ready for Stadium updates? Let's check it out. Developer comments. This update is aimed at refreshing the Stadium meta and adding more build variety, especially to many of Stadium's heroes that have limited viable build options since Stadium's launch. Every hero is being changed. Every hero. So this is going to be a big patch note. With several heroes getting larger scale reworks, we'll be keeping a close eye on these changes, and we'll be quick to react to any balance outliers or issues here. Love that. Which they've always been very quick to like nip things as they get like really out of control, which I've really appreciated from the Stadium devs. That things that are like egregious, they're immediately just like, just snip it, you know, which is great. I love that. General changes, grouping restrictions have been mother heckin' removed, which, yes, W, that is a W, but also tells me that they're not going to be changing the competitive system and that your rank really doesn't mean anything in Stadium as per usual. Great. That's awesome. That's very cool. That's very cool. So I'm not expecting matchmaking updates. So that's a bittersweet thing to see here. Due to the progressive nature of Stadium Ranked, grouping restrictions felt ineffective and often prevented players from playing with their friends while still allowing players to go into other players with wide Stadium rank disparities if their hidden MMRs were close enough. Oh my god, oh my god, dude. It's like they just confirmed everything that I've been saying, that every single one of the mother heckin' YouTube comments like, bro, what are you talking about? Stadium rank is real, bro. Legend players are good. They literally just confirmed it, you dummy dumbs. And if you knew anything about the game, you would know it without them saying it anyways, because it's pretty evident. Stadium rank disparities, even if their hidden MMRs were close enough. And that's the problem. That's the problem right there, dude. Your hidden MMR is what you match up with. Your Stadium rank doesn't do it. It doesn't. You don't match it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, so they confirmed it. So I swear to God, if I see one more comment in my YouTube videos where I'm like, hey guys, Stadium rank doesn't mean anything. Top 500 doesn't mean anything. It doesn't indicate any skill. It just means you play the game a lot. I'm going to point them right to this, dude. They're going to find something in this text that's like, oh, actually. No, shut up. Shut up. Till they fix it, which you should. You should be pissed. You should, just like I should. I am. Sorry, I am. Not that I should. I am. I am. We don't have a proper competitive game, guys. Still a fun game mode. Love Stadium. We're just like ranked to reflect skill. That'd be great. Tank. Diva. Express Debt Power added plus 50% call mech radius. Oh! Oh, okay. Well, that's going to be something we have to get used to. Oh, dear God. Okay. Okay, I can work with that. That's fine. 50%? Jesus Christ. Legendary loadout bonus explosion damage increased to 375 up from 325. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. I can deal with that. Multitask mod, rework to power. Actually, that's great. So multitask mod is where you can DM and shoot at the same time. I actually love that. So that's a really good item. And I do feel like the fact that it was like 11,000 item made it less likely to be picked. This is something you can rush now, which is, I think, going to be really cool. especially for like DM builds. It could be very cool. DM like weapon power kind of builds. Kind of like that. Nanocola Nitrous is a power. Rework to a power. Rework from when you eject from your mech, gain nano boost for 4 seconds too. While ejected from your mech, gain 40% increased max life and 30% move speed. Okay. Okay. I like the move speed. I guess this is scaled now. So yeah, instead of the nano boost, because nano boost basically gives you like a lot of damage mitigation. Now you actually have to invest in getting more HP to like make this matter more. So at least it's not just like a free live, basically. Like you have to invest to get that free live. Which I think is kind of cool. That's kind of neat. Party Protector power gone, just gone. Which honestly, nobody picked that shit anyways. Ultra wide matrix removed. It's gone. Ultra wide is gone. Oh my god, the random diva DMing my May freeze from 20 billion years away might actually be over. Mastermind mitigators added 10% ability lifesteal. Okay, I don't even know what that one is. Busan Blaster. This is the one where you did. This is something with the her being demacked, right? So cost reduced to 9,000. Removed the 20% ability power. Added 50 armor. Explosive damage. Oh yeah, it makes your blaster like do explosive damage. Explosive damage reduced to 60, down from 80, and can now generate ultimate charge. Okay, I don't. That seems like a balancing thing. So we'll see. Daehun's detonator. This is the big item. Cost increased to 9,000 from 4,000, dude. Rarity increased to epic. Removed the 15% lifesteal, but added 15% starting all charge and 25 armor. Wait, that had 50% ability lifesteal base? Jesus. 9,000. Oh! Makes sense, though. People kept that item well into the late game, so that makes sense. Macro Missile. That's gone. Onslaught Ordnance, cost reduced to 10k, ability power reduced to 10%, down from 15%. Comments on these. These changes are aimed at giving D.Va a healthier, pilot-oriented option, improving her missile build, and upon open its itemization by lowering reliance on hero specifics and lower the ease of value of defense matrix-oriented strategies. Okay. I'm excited to see how that one plays out. Well done. All right, let's take a look at Doomfist. Aftershock power. Damage reduced to 40%, down from 60. Which, I mean, I think this was good for generating cash, but I don't think the damage was that big of a deal. So, I'm surprised they nerfed that. That was kind of one of his, like, main ways of, like, keeping up with damage. So, we'll see. Asteroid Smash now pulls down enemies within its area. Ooh. Maximum damage increased to 150, down from 200. And base impact damage increased to 75, up from 50. Okay, so a little bit of a rework on that. Jab Cross now grants bonus attack speed instead of just melee attack speed. That's really good. Yeah, that's actually really good. I wonder if it keeps that too. Like the same attack speed between the melee. That's pretty good though. So now you can it's a little bit more worth it now. Duration reduced to 0.75, down from 3 seconds. So I think this is much better for obviously timing with your abilities. So you get like a nice way to like burst down enemies real quick, like finish up the attacks if you can hit your shots on your melees. So this is good. I like that the window is shorter and it's a little bit better. So you don't have to hit him with the melee. You can just burst him down with your primary fire real quick. Boom, 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 boom. You know, we'll see. That actually might be really good for securing kills. Slam Wham reworked from increased seismic slam damage by 2% and range by 6% for every 1 meter traveled downward to increase. I love this. This was such a dumb. I hated this interaction. This is the reason I hated it so much. It's like, why do I have to go in the air to like? It's just weird. Increased seismic slams damage up to 75% and range up to 50% based on time airborne. Oh. Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. That makes a lot more sense. Like the distance thing was really weird. That wanted you to go straight up and straight down, which was really weird. But this is good. So now it's just based on airborne. So now you can actually like go in. You know what I mean? So that's good. I like that. And added a UI indicator. Great. That's great feedback. So Huge change. All right. Bestest defense. The best defense scaling increased from 50% up from 35. We'll see. We'll see. Players are already using this one. This one might be a little iffy, but Sundering Vial is in the game now, so it's pretty easy to knock out mitigation on overhealth. So at least Sundering Vial still is going to be pretty important. Loaded Knuckles. It's the item removed the 20% melee damage and added 50% weapon power. It's pretty good. So now your primary fire and your melee. I think it's what they're doing is they're basically just changing everything from like melee damage into just weapon power. So now you can actually use your melee, because that weapon power scales your melee and your weapon for all heroes. So if you have weapon power, it scales your melee damage as well. So that's good. That makes sense for Doom. So you have an option to either melee or shoot with your thing. Wing Clipper, that's gone. Power Bank, that's where you like store it, right? Removed slow after charging past threshold. Oh my god. Wait, hold on. So now if you charge up past your threshold, you're not like slowed down while you're holding your thing. You just get to move at like normal speed. Oh my god. That's going to be horrifying in game, dude. You're going to see a fully charged Doomfist zooming around the corner. Second win. This is a new item. New 25 health, 20% reduced ultimate cost. That's actually pretty good. For a rare item, that's pretty good. Wonder how much that costs. Spending your ultimate charge resets all your ability cooldowns and restores 100% of your life. For an epic item? Uh-oh. Wait, that's actually going to be really good. Okay. Right? Wait, epic is... No. Yeah, no, rare's blue and epic is purple. That's a blue item, dude. Wow. Chasm Crusher, new epic hero ability item added. No, this isn't new. Added, you can jump while airborne during seismic slam. You can jump while airborne. Wait, so you can use your seismic slam and then jump again. So that's going to work really well with the new the power changes. So your airborne time, but also really good to like kind of like fake people out a little bit. Okay. Epic item. Not too bad. Changes are aimed at improving his lesser used powers. Jab Cross was reworked to enable more weapon power and hybrid builds. Asteroid Smash and Slam Wham were given some quality life to improve their interaction with other powers. Cool. We'll take it. We'll take it. We're having fun. We're having fun reading these. Hazard, Barb Shot. Bonus damage now scales with weapon power instead of ability power. Bonus damage reduced to 8 down from 10. So now you can't really use this to proc Cyber Venom anymore. But I think they want more weapon power hazard builds, so they're like forcing Barb Shot to scale off weapon, which I guess makes sense. That makes sense. So now you just invest in weapon and then you'll get like extra burst damage on your weapon. Bone Rot, reworked from ammo gain from Spike Card, deals 20 extra damage. Now it's dealing 6 instances of weapon damage, marks the target with spikes, and Violent Leap slash detonates them for 50 weapon. Ooh, wait, that's kind of cool. So this is a lot like Void Blight for Amatra, where you have to like build it up, but instead of just reaching a point at which it explodes, you have to detonate it by hitting them with slash detonate, which kind of cool. But it also does offer some counterplay for the people that are affected by it. So that's kind of cool. I like that. We'll see how that plays. I feel like this might be busted. I don't know. We'll see. Boom Slang's blaster power changed from item to a power. I don't even know what that is. Bunny Hop. At a grants nearby allies overhealth equal to 10% of your max. What? Wasn't Bunny Hop already really good? Grants nearby allies overhealth equal to 10% of your max life for 3 seconds after using Violet Leap. Oh, okay. Hit me again. Power has been removed. Juiced power. Healing changed to 30% of max life over 3 seconds. From 100 AP over 2 seconds. Okay. So these are more survival-based builds. Man, they're kind of just gutting like AP options. I guess makes sense. A lot of people have been complaining about AP hazard, so Slasher power has been removed. Is that the one where you threw? Oh, yeah. Wait, was this the one where you threw? It was like a projectile. Increased ultimate charge, reduced enemy ignoring range. Yeah, that was it. Enemies ignoring range to 7 meters down from 10 meters. Okay, that's pretty good. So it's a little bit closer. I really like that item, actually. Twin Fang reworked from after using Vile Leap, your next Bone Spur fires a second free shot with 75 damage to every third shot of Bone Spur fires an initial shot with. Okay. So this is like Torb's bonus shot thing. Yo, actually, hold on. Machine gun hazard might kind of be good. They're giving a lot of things into machine gun hazard. We might have to take a look at that today. Wolf reworked from each violent leap hit charges spike guard with 10% bonus energy. Gain 50% extra spike guard resource to after using violent leap. Increase spike guard range by 50% for 3 seconds. Okay. Oh, wait, did they combine that with the item, or can you like double increase the spike guard range now? Skewer Bloom. Yeah, removed. There you go. Yeah, so they basically just added that into a power, and also you just don't get it all the time now. You only get it after Violent Leap. So there you go. To those that have been complaining about AP Hazard, they have gutted them. Blood Needle Epic Hero Survival Item. Cost decreased to 9,500. Max life healing increased to 0.5. Max healing resource removed. Health changed to armor. God, this got a massive change. Might just take a look at this one. Blood Needle. Spine Protector Epic Hero Survival Item. Cost reduced to 9,500. Down from 10,000. Weapon life still increased to 10% up from 5. Okay. Another survival change. Susanna's Support. Cost reduced to 9. Ah, damn. A 2,000 credit decrease. Damage mitigated converted to healing increased to 25, up from 10%. God damn, dude. Yeah, they basically said bye-bye AP and hello survival weapon. Changes that are aimed at giving Hazard a viable weapon power build while focusing Hazard spike guard oriented builds to specific windows of power, which I honestly think is a good option. So you're not just spamming spike guard now, which that's a W. There you go. There you go. Junker Queen. Blade Parade power can be held for 1 second longer after fully charged. Bonus damage reduced to 75, down from 100. Oh, thank heavens. Now also increases projectile speed based on time charge up to 200% and no longer knocks back. Okay, cool. Bow down. I love this power. Add it while casting Rampage, become unstoppable and reset all ability cooldowns. Knockdown duration increased to 2. Oh, sheesh, man. This power was good already. Wasn't OP, but it was already good. This might actually make it OP. Cunham Gracie power. Rework from each enemy hit by Jagged Blade reduces cooldown by 2 seconds. And slowed to each enemy hit by Jagged Blade reduces its cooldown by 1 second. Now when recalling Jagged Blade, its radius is increased by 100% and deals 40 impact damage. Wait, that's kind of cool. Dude, people aren't going to know how they die now, though. You just throw a knife and just recall it. And it's going to do 40 impact damage. I don't know if that's scaled yet. We'll have to see in game if that's scaled. But if it is, sheesh, man. Sheesh. I assume this update's already out then, since it's been a hot minute. Okay, Merciless Magnetism, rework from using commanding shout causes your Jagged Blade to home to a target within 25 meters. To Jagged Blade can crit for 50% bonus damage. Ugh. Jagged Blade's pull strength increased by 50%, and when you crit, this bonus is doubled. You can crit with Blade for 50% bonus damage? Oh, yikes. All right. Take your tracksuit. Epicure about cost reduced. Add 50 health. Remove 5% cooldown reduction. Reworked Rampage and Carnage hits. Grant 10% attack speed for 4 seconds to Jagged Blade. Rampage and Carnage hits. Now grant 20% ability power for 5 seconds. I assume that this does not mean for each hit. I assume this just means when you do these things, you'll get 20% ability power for 5 seconds. That would be insane. Imagine, dude, for each Jagged Blade hit, for each Rampage hit, and for each Carnage, 20% ability power. I assume that's just a proc. That's not a stack. That would be so funny though. Immediate 150% ability power for Queen. Okay. Thick Skull, cost reduced to 9,000, down from 10,000. Damage reduction now also triggers while casting Jagged Blade. Okay. Damage reduction reduced to 30%, down from 75. Okay, cool. We're improving Junker Queen's Jagged Blade oriented builds, which I think this would be cool. Also buffing Bow Down to give Junker Queen a stronger option against some of her hard counters. We'll see. For the vast majority of players, I think this is good. I think for high elo players, the Bow Down increase is going to be big. The stun duration is going to be big. That's a pretty significant buff. It's like saying like, hey, now Reinhardt's Shatter lasts 20, 25, 33% longer than it does currently, which for a lot of people, you know, that ain't good. But cushion padding gonna be a must. Or Kitsune Charm, either one. All right, let's go on to Orisa. Core cooling power is new. This is a brand new Orisa power. So while Fortify is active, reduce heat generated by 90% and gain 10% attack speed. Cool. I hope they kind of move away from like the encouraging people to overheat. Like, I think that's really annoying. So this might be hopefully the start of it. Critical charger power, new power. Energy Javelin can crit for 50% bonus damage. Ooh. Energy Javelin can be charged up to 200% projectile speed and pierces enemies at full pierces enemies at full power. Damn, dude. So I guess you probably just you probably give up the stun for like just pure damage, which that's kind of cool. You're just like a beam damage. That also does crit. Factory reset is removed. I don't think anybody's gonna miss that one. Hooves of Steel rework from after Fortify ends, gain shields, Fortify, and up to 150. Resets when you use next Fortify to after Fortify ends, gain shields equal to 60% of weapon damage dealt during Fortify. Up to 200. Resets when you use your next Fortify. That's all right. That's all right. I don't think that's going to scale very well. Maybe it'll work well in like cooldown reduction if you can use Fortify more often. Hot Rotato's out of here. Hot Rotato's gone. Javelin Overclock gone. Lassoed added 3%, gain 3% ultimate charge for each enemy pulled. Oh shit. This is definitely good against dive. So we'll see if this one stays. But Lassoed's a really good power. It's just never really been meta with like there's just too many things that outshine the Javelin build. So glad we got something going here. Oladele Copter Blades. Oh, hold on. I'm not even gonna look. I'm gonna guess. They removed that you're forced to walk forward 100%. I already know it. They're gonna remove that you can't walk forward and like you have to zoom forward. Let me see it. Rework to a power. It's a power now. While using Javelin Spin and Terra Surge, gain free flight and 20% move speed. But Terra Surge deals 50% reduced damage. Wait, did they not? I'm hoping that maybe they just didn't list it here. I hope that they changed that you don't have to move forward. You just get free flight, which should be good. And yeah, okay, because you're using it during Terra. Wait, I didn't even see the Terra Surge. Hold on. Guys, you can float during Terra. You can fly up in the air. Oh my god, you're gonna be able to snipe Pharahs out of the sky, dude. I'm just gonna be able to float up there and Boom. I can't wait. Arissa's a dive character, everybody. Let's go. Oh my god, that's actually so funny. And I might actually make it really viable. That's crazy. Optimized energy is now removed. Uh-oh. Electrolytes. What happened here? Cost increased to 11th. No changes. No change. Just it's 11,000 now instead of 4,000. That's actually hilarious. That's actually crazy. Electrolytes just we're like, nah, it just costs 7,000 more now. All right, yeah, they're definitely reducing the overheat builds, I assume. I don't know, it's just a weird way to play it. I've never enjoyed being punished for playing Orisa correctly. You know what I mean? Like managing my heat. I hated that. I always hated that it was playing her incorrectly, which was really annoying. And also really bad for players that are wanting to switch back and forth, you know, between normal watch and stadium. OR15 escalator Epicure, this is new. 10% weapon lifesteal, gain weapon power based on heat up to 30%. Okay. Up to 30%. Damn. And it's a 10,000 cost. Okay. What if there's something that maxes out heat? That's like Ramatra's doesn't he also have one that's OR15? Whatever the one where it's like as you shoot, it scales up power. I don't really like that item too much. I don't think I like the idea of this item too much, but you know, we'll see. I don't know. It's too weird. It's just too encourages you, I guess, just like maintain your heat up at a high level, which I guess that's fine. 3D printed lance. This is cost reduced to 10k. Added 50 armor. Ability power reduced from 10 to 15. No longer generates heat on energy javelin use. And energy javelin cooldown reduction on hit increased to 20%. Damn, dude. Yeah, I think they're just trying to get some like AP. Yeah, I think they're trying to get some like AP spear builds going, which pretty good. Pretty good. Hold on. Sorry, I'm way out of here. Dude, we are still on tanks, man. We're not even, guys, we are not even on to damage yet. Oh, man, we're going to be here for a little bit. But, you know, you guys strap in, man, because like I said, big update. Big update. 3 lance, siphon spear, max life heal reduced to 5, down from 10. Heal duration reduced from 2 to 3. Okay. I don't really think this was that great to be, I mean, it is good, but like, I guess if you're able to spam more spears, and especially, oh, wait, this will combo with it being able to pierce now too. So since your spears can pierce, every target you hit is going to increase your max life heal, or your max life heal. So if you hit like 4 targets, it's like 20% your max life heal. And it's like burst healing. It's 2 seconds now, so it's like, wow. You can like heal up real quick. Interesting. Solar energy cost increased to 5k up from 4k. All right, whoop-de-doo. Effie's theorem removed the 20% ability lifesteal. Oh, that's it. Just nerfed it. Oh, shit. Fortified builds, gutted. To overcome these changes are aimed at giving Orisa more specific weapon power oriented build and improved javelin spear oriented strategies while tuning down some outliers. Cool. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm telling you, man, either A, these people play a lot of Stadium and they know what they're talking about, or they have a really good resource, maybe like a YouTube, Twitch streamer or something that's giving them a lot of really good feedback and a lot of really good insight into a wide spread of heroes. Maybe. I don't know. One or the other. I have no idea. These are all really good changes, and I agree with them. Few weird ones, though. Ramatra, Omnium Augment, rare hero weapon item cost increased to 5k up from 4,500. That's the pummel range increase, which is good. I do think that needs to be upgraded. 10% weapon power and pummel range for 4,500. Come on, man. So that's good. That makes sense. Nano Mender cost reduced to 9k. This is the one, I believe, with your shield, where you place your shield. So this is good. I agree. This did not need to be 11,000. Swirling ward, increased jump height now only affects you and not your allies. Oh, what, man? Why? I thought that was what made it fun. Like, most people don't use it anyways, but like the people that did know about it and knew how to use it, I feel like the combo potential is really good, especially for like team play. Man, that's so cool for like people to, all right, whatever. I don't think that was that oppressive for the majority of players, but all right. Reinhardt, amplification barrier power removed. Good. Get that shitty power out of here, dude. If I see one more person grab amplification barrier as a Reinhardt on my team, I already know I'm losing that game. And the fact that they just got rid of it, it just means great. That just means I don't have to worry about Reinhardt's picking that power anymore. Barrier reconstruction. Shield health restore now triggers off of all melee damage, not just rocket hammer damage. All melee damage. Instead of just rocket. Didn't it procced off rocket hammer and fire strike? What does that include? Charge? I guess. Is that charge considered a melee damage? Huh? Okay. Maybe this will make sense here in a little bit. Let's find out. Crusader Slam power. New power. Ability. While barrier field is active, use primary fire to knock up enemies and deal melee damage equal to 5% of your barrier field life. You get a shield bash. 5% of your barrier field. Wait. I've been able to make Reinhardt's shield go up to like 2,500. Wait, 5% of 2,500 is, if 10% is 250. So you can do 125 burst damage on. Let's go, baby. 125 burst damage shield bash. Let's go. Ion Drift. I wonder if it knocks him back too. Ion Drift, new power, new. Plus 200% charge duration. Then charge can outpin multiple enemies at once and can slow down by holding back. You can slow down your charge and it lasts twice as long. This is great. This is great. Damn. Oh my god. Oh, they got rid of Vanguard. Damn. Okay, so no more overhealth on charge. Dampener grip. This needed to happen. Increased to 11,000. Plan Z, cost reduced to 10,000. I still don't even think it's that great of an item. I doubt people are going to grab it. Phoenix Protocol, health increased to 50 up from 25. Okay. Wilhelm Wagen, cost reduced to 9,500 down from, oh my god, they're leaning into the charge builds. They're actually leaning into charge builds. So now you can, okay, so this is when you grab the Shield Stampede, you grab Wilhelm Wagen, you grab the Ion, what is it, Drift? Ion Drift. Oh my god, they're leaning into the charge builds. All right, I mean, I'm not complaining, man. I love to press my shift button on Reinhardt. I will say that. We reworked a couple of less popular options to enable stronger barrier field builds and a different flavor of charge builds while making some small tuning adjustments to his hero itemization. All right. Interesting. That is good that they gave, like, if you need to build into shield and they have like over spam, like Mercy, Freya, Sojourn, attack speed, salvage slugs. Like if you have to build into shield, at least you have like a damage option. And like that percent bonus, like getting 125 plus burst damage could be really good. So that's awesome. I actually do agree with that. That's big. Sigma apogee alignment. Damage increase to 75. Let's go. Get those melee characters away from my Sigma, dude. This was needed. And also going to be really good. John Sigma build, it might be back, ladies and gents. You might be able to dive people now with apogee fully procced and just burst them down. Mass driver, accretion damage increases 25 bonus damage. Okay. Experimental barrier health restore increased to 150. Okay, sure. Still not that great of an item, but I'll take it. Zero gravity power, remove the 10% damage reduction. Duration increased. Flight now also triggers on gadget use. Oh my god. They realized the error of their mistakes like 2 seasons later, dude. Oh my god. I do agree. The 10% damage reduction was kind of crazy. And this is fine. I'll take this. This is a great balance. 2.5? Yeah. Look at that. And Flight now also triggers on gadget use. Hell yeah, baby. Let's go. That's so good. John Sigma is so back, baby. Oh, shit. Wrong one. Wrong screen. The harness. This is his big AP item. Added if accretion misses, accretion's cooldown is reduced by force. Shit, man. Okay, cool. Changes are aimed at helping Sigma have some more agency in difficult matchups. Ryan. And improve his accretion build. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. They didn't touch Kuiper's thesis. I'm surprised they didn't balance it out with balancing out Kuiper's thesis too, because that's still it's an item you have to grab still, I feel like. But anyways, John Simula back. Winston, barrier projector now scales with ability power and no longer scales with passive currency. Okay. I didn't even know that was a thing. Circuit breaker, power, electric damage. Oh, what the heck's happening on my camera? Electric damage, lifesteal reduced from 10% down from 15, removed. Increased electric damage. Okay. I assume they're going to balance this out elsewhere. Electric cluster range reduced to 15 down from 20. Okay, I assume they're going to balance this out elsewhere. Lightning rod power, bonus range increase from 8 meters to up from 6. Okay, that's fine. Lunar leap, ultimate charge per target hit increased to 3% up from 2%. Okay, so they're bringing back, I think they're bringing back a little bit of the primal build, maybe? The jump build? Luching launchers, rework to a power, removed 50% base jump pack damage. And now instead of during primal rage, jump pack's base damage becomes electric. Can increase up to 100% while airborne. Jump pack's damage becomes electric and can increase up to 75% while airborne. This bonus is now doubled while primal rage is active. Okay, so they're trying to give him his jump build some more power, but only during his primal, really. Like you can get some more on your normal, but you're really building to primal. So, okay, we'll see how that goes. Primal punch, jump back cooldown, also reset. Also reset by Tesla cannon, secondary fire eliminations. Okay, what did they do? Pocket projector, mini barrier projector health increased to 10% up from 5. I think this was good. I think it's good. He needed more of a mini bubble health. It just went away so quick. Surge protector. Reworked from allies within the barrier projector gains 25 temporary overhealth to 100 to allies within barrier projector are healed for 30 AP every 1 second. I think that's good. So now there's not really a cap. Volatile Volt. Secondary fire crit damage increased to 250%. Woo! Woo! Bro, this combined with the aerial distressor buff. Oh my god. Wait, hold on. Yo. Hit a nice juicy crit on a flyer. Like anybody. Any flyer. Dude, 250% increase on that crit damage from your secondary. And 30% bonus damage from aerial distressor. Stop. That's crazy. Current converter, new item costs increase, or not new item. Over the cap increased to 50 down from 100. Okay. Herald's glasses. Cost reduced. Removed the max ammo. Added 50 armor and 10% weapon power. Ooh. That might make it a little bit better. This was a weird item. Added during jump back, Tesla cannon secondary fire deals 15% increased damage and charge. Dude, Sniper Winston. Ah! There's so many things to scale up this damage from your secondary. Charges 75% faster, and while you're during jump pack, 15%. Oh my god. Bro. Oh! Wait, Sniper Winston. Mark that down. Mark that down. It's big. Cost decreased to 10,000 from 1250 for Horizon Expander. Added 50 armor. Ability power reduced to 10. Added plus 50% primal rage duration. Okay. 0G suit. Cost reduced to 5,000. Okay. Cost reductions. Wow. Cost reductions across the board for Winston here. They say these changes are aimed at improving Winston's secondary fire. Yeah, no shit. Jump back and barrier focused strategies while trimming some power off his more generically strong powers. Okay, we'll see how this goes. Sniper Winston might be a little crazy. Sniper Winston might be insane. That is crazy. Sorry, yeah, charge link power. This is a new Zarya. God, we're still in the tanks, ladies. Strap in, baby. Strap in. Charge link power, new. Particle cannons, secondary fire hits grant 2 energy and increase particle cannons fire range by 20% for 3 seconds. Okay, so when you... That's great. This is great. So now you can combo both these. So you do your secondary fire hit. You get your energy for each hit that it does. And increase particle cannons fire range by 20%. This is great power. This is an awesome power. This is actually great for Zarya. Graviton anomaly duration increased to 25% reduced, up from 50% reduced. Wow, wait, the grab build too. Zarya kind of getting some crazy buffs here. Here to spot you power added 20% projected barrier range. Healing increased to 30%, up from 20%. Zarya buffs, dude. Limit breaker power max energy increased to 150, up from 120. Oh my god, dude. They're not stopping. She got a buff on an item. Particle accelerator, base secondary fire attack speed increased to 20%, up from 50%, and bonus attack speed increased 500%. Oh my god. Wait, Zarya's about to be meta again. She hasn't been meta since season 1. Oh my god, dude. Wait, weapon power Zarya. Weapon power attack speed Zarya was secondary and follow-up. Oh my god, weapon power Zarya, dude, baby. Bigger beam, epic hero item removed. That just got lumped in with that, so that makes sense. Piercing beam, reworked to an item. Added 50% weapon power and added 11,000 cost. Okay. So piercing beams when she's at like above 80 charge or something, or 100. 80? I think it's 80. Over 80 charge, she's able to pierce. We're improving some of Zarya's less picked options, particularly her projected barrier builds and secondary fire oriented strat. Honestly, I think the secondary fire was already slept on. Charge link is intended to strengthen her pure secondary fire while also being an interesting option for other weapon power builds. Weapon power is about to go crazy. Oh my god, dude. All the champion Zarya players are about to be eaten good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the damage category now. Starting with Ashe. Currency earned from damage and healing has been reduced by 5%. Hooray, dude. That's a tiny nerf, but like legitimately, she is such an easy farm on credits. And if I have to listen to one more Ashe player go, excuse me, Cassidy, why don't you have more credits? Are you throwing? While my Ashe is just spamming burn damage and getting bajillion credits, I'm gonna lose my mind. And getting like no limbs. Viper scope base damage reduced to 72. Down from 75. Oh, ooh, interesting. So they're actually changing Ashe's base damage for Stadium specifically. Oh, that's weird. Calamity power. Ammo restored increased to 25%, up from 20. Missed shots now consume Calamity stacks. You can't spam hip fire anymore. You gotta hit your shots, boys. You gotta hit your shots, but you should get more stacks with the ammo increase. Pinbob power at a 3-second cooldown, so charge can be reactivated without eliminating an enemy. Now charges towards where your crosshair is pointed instead of its current target. Oh, okay. A little more agency on that. I like that. Reload therapy changed from restore to heal. So now you get credits for healing. Stacked. Oh, that means you can get advanced antibiotics now too for Ashe, since that counts as a heal. Stack sticks power. Faster burn rate increased to 40%, up from 25. Damn. 40% increased burn rate? Yikes. What incarnation? Added if Coach Gun doesn't deal any damage, refund 3 seconds of its cooldown. Wait, that's actually great. So now we can actually do the floating thing. I've been trying to find an excuse to use this power on Ashe more often. This might be it. Like if I can levitate more often, especially if there's like a bunch of like melee characters, if they're running like Rhine or Ramatra or like Doomfist, this is actually a really good power for Ashe for like mobility options. It's gonna be pretty good. Build a blast buckshot, cost increased to 11,000. Added 10% weapon power though. Category changed from weapon to survival. Okay. Bob wire defense, cost reduced to 4,000, down from 10,000. I forget what that item was. Ability power reduced to 5 to... I forget what that is, so I can't really comment on that right now. Silver lighter rare hero ability item. The ability power reduced to 5%, down from 10%. Ultimate charge gain reduced to 50%. 15%, down from 20. Okay. Incendiary blast paper. Removed the 10% ability power, added 50 health and 5% cooldown. Ooh, that's a nerf. 50 health, right? So it still scales off AP, but now you don't get the ability power. 50 health is pretty good. 5% cooldown reduction? Maybe. Maybe that's just a good change. Infrared lenses. Increased it. Thank God, dude, to 12K. Thank you. So tired of every single Ashe player just picking up this item and just farming burn damage. Added 10% weapon power. Ability power reduced to 10%. Down from 15. And damage increase only applies to non-burning damage. Damage increase. Oh, so damage increase only applies to non-burning damage. Wasn't this item damage increase? So wait, does this item only work on non-burning? I'm so confused. I'm about to take a deeper look at that in the game too. I can't really comment on that yet. Firestarter. Cost reduced to 9K. Whatever. So we're lowering Ashe's reliance on infrared lenses. Thank God. In all her builds. Thank God. By making more focused on a hybrid niche to open up her itemization more. We're also adding some quality of life to her less popular options. Okay, well, check those out, dude. We're going to figure out Ashe one of these days, dude. And maybe today's the day. Cassidy. Currency from damage and healing increased by 4. See? I wasn't crazy. I wasn't crazy. I told you guys, Cassidy's cash generation was so significantly lower than everybody else. And everyone's like, Spooky, why don't you have more credits on Cassidy? And I'm sitting there with the most damage, the most eliminations. I'm like, what more do I have to do as Cassidy to get more cash, dude? I don't know. 14.3% is a really big increase in credits, though. Peacekeeper base damage reduced to 65 down. Honestly, this makes sense. I actually like this. Because, like, here's the thing. Cassidy's cash generation was low, but Cassidy was still viable because his burst damage potential was still really good. So that makes sense. I kind of like this. Let's Cassidy players buy more items while also reducing, one-shot potential. Like offsetting the scaling now that he's going to get to make it to where Cassidy's not going to be insanely OP. Bang Bang's gone. Barrage Blastin' new. The first time you run out of ammo while Fan the Hammer is active, automatically reload all of your ammo and continue firing at a 60% reduced damage. The first time you run out of ammo while Fan the Hammer is active, automatically reload all of your ammo and continue firing at 60%. Just the first time? So, like, you get to, what, once per round? Or is this, like, once per clip? First time you run out of it. That's weird. Gonna check that out in game. I assume this might be, like, per reload. Maybe? Maybe? So, it, like, you can't combo it with, like, a weird, like rolling and then do... I have no idea. That's kind of weird. The second time is the reduced damage. Okay, so like you fan the hammer, it reloads immediately, and then the reloaded damage is 60%. So you can combo that per reload. Okay, that makes sense. I like that. That makes sense. That makes sense. Full house power, that's gone. Gunslinger grit, new. When you reload or restore ammo, heal 2% of your life for every... Hey, reload therapy. Hot potato. Throw distance increased to 125%. The football's back, ladies and gentlemen. They got rid of just roll with it. Unironically, might have nerfed vanadium injection in Cassidy. Love that, actually. That's great. Oh, they added silver bullet. New fan the hammer is replaced with the ability fire a piercing peacekeeper shot. I actually like silver bullet. I think it's a lot of fun. Cooldown for someone using ability or a gadget. Oh, this is like dire triggers for Reaper. That's crazy. All right, cooldown reduction when using an ability or gadget. But at least it's not based off reload, though. The reload's kind of weird. I feel like they might touch Reaper's reload on the dire triggers, but we'll see. Think flash. Hinder duration reduced to 25%. Wah, wah, wah. I don't get the bully Doomfist anymore. And Moira and Tracer. Damn it. That duration was actually really funny. Really annoying for high mobility characters, though. I get that. Quick load chamber. Cost increased to 3K, up from 4,000. Whoa. What are we adding, though? Health increased to 50 and added 20% max ammo. I guess this is to offset the new powers that they have. Damn. Right-click spam about to go. Worth taking a look at. In the right-click spam. Streamline Poncho. Hey, cooldown reduction reduced to 5%. Hooray. That was needed. And cost reduced to 45. Okay, cool. Eagle Eye, cost reduced to 9,000. Dude, I was buying Eagle Eye even when it was at 12K, and it was an amazing item. Wait, Cassidy players, that's actually insane. Oh my god, that's an amazing buff for Cassidy against long-range heroes. Sojourn, Freya, Farah, dude. 9,000. I'm picking that up every time. Are you kidding me? That's a must pick. That's a must pick now. That's crazy, dude. If you guys don't know, Eagle Eye is 25% reduced damage to enemies, I think, farther than 12 meters away. Which 12 meters isn't that far. The 25% reduced, not weapon damage, just reduced flat damage. That's crazy. That was worth it at 12K in the late game. Now it's 9K? Bro, I'm rushing that. Yo, I'm going to be rushing that, dude. Are you kidding me? I'm grabbing that. That's crazy. Frankie's Fixer added 10% ability power. Reworked from heal 2.5% max life for ammo looted. To after using combat roll, heal 10% of your max. Okay, this is again to offset the new powers. So you're not getting like 20 reloaded ammo and just instant healing. These changes are focused on reducing Cassidy's consistency, especially around weapon power, survival-oriented builds, while empowering some other build archetypes, including Fan the Hammer builds and AP-oriented builds. Fan the Hammer has been problematic in the past, but we hope this iteration delivers on the mag dumping fantasy in a healthier way. We'll see. I'm actually fine with it. I don't think right-click spamming is really that big of a deal. You just got to be able to, as long as there's some good counterplay. Freya. Oh my god. Hold on. Get your popcorn out, ladies and gentlemen. Get your snackies. I need a sip of coffee for this one. Oh, get your Oh my god, prepare. All right, Freya. Sorry, I gotta get prepped for this. Take aim, explosion base damage decreases 75. Whoa! Keep going. Mighty Gust, damage increase from 60 up from 40. That's fine. That power has been pretty trash for a while. I'm fine with that. It's like a nice AoE AP thing. We'll see. It's not like crazy, so I'll take that. Peak performance power added gain 20% move speed while airborne. Again, fine. Not a crazy power that people need. Tracker tags. Ooh. Cost increased to 5,000 and buff duration reduced to 2 seconds. Let's go. More nerfs. More nerfs on our OP stuff. Come on. Tourniquet. Oh, let's go. Come on. Reduction. Overhealth duration reduced to 3 seconds, down from 5 seconds. Let's go. More blood. I want more blood. Toxin tips. Cost increased to 9,500. Added 10% attack speed and slow reduced to 20%, down from 30%. Let's go. That's fine. The slow is super annoying. All right. Developer comments. Freya has been difficult to balance the stadium for most of her lifetime due to her base kit. So we're nerfing her base take aim damage to lower her base lane burst potential. We're also doing some small tweaks on some of her more outlier items and buffing her lower picked options. Yes. It's always a good patch notes when we see a nice little Freya nerf in Stadium. Already instantly W. 10 out of 10 patch notes. Genji. Let's see. Genji's a hit or miss. Depends. Good Genji players are actually really out of control. Attack speed per stack increased to 3%. Okay. So more weapon power-ish kind of builds. He doesn't really have any attack speed builds. Deflectobot reworked from plus 200% deflected projectile speed during the first 2 seconds of deflect. Automatically deflect projectiles towards enemies to plus 200% deflected projectile speed. Automatically deflect projectiles towards enemies, and during the first 0.3 seconds of deflect, deflected hits will deal 50% bonus critical damage too. So you can line up some crit shots. Pretty good. Dragon's Breath power added deals 25%. I actually don't know what this is. Deals 25% increased damage to airborne enemies. Dragon Blade scaling increased to 100%, up from 50. Okay. Don't know how I feel about that one, but we'll see how that item goes, or that power. Forged Under Fire, deflect healing reduced to 100%, down from 125. Okay, cool. That was kind of crazy, dude. That burst healing he could get was insane. Iato Strike, let's see a nerf. Dragon Blade Swing now has 50% reduced effectiveness. Hey! Freaking one-tap Genji spammers, dude. Get out of here. Make way for Prince Ali. Automatic healing. Overhealth scaling reduced to 25%. Cool. It's a good nerf there. Needed that. Laceration added for each swift strike damage beyond the initial target. Reduce swift strike cooldown by 2 seconds. And bleed damage reduced to 30%, down from 35. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Spirit of Sojiro. Reworked from when deflect stops, incoming damage reduced the cooldown swift strike by 1 second. Up to 5 seconds to plus 1 second deflect duration. And deflect now deflects attacks from both sides. Okay. Okay. That's going to be interesting. Worm's Maw. Dude, oh, this was the one that drove me insane, dude. Reworked from targets hit by your shuriken, take 10% more damage from Swift Strike for 4 seconds. To 5 times. To after dealing shuriken damage, your next Swift Strike gains 10% damage and 5% range, stacking up to 5 times. Wait, maybe this is the thing that bugged me. Shuriken strike 8%. So now, wait, so now you can stack this up a bunch. And now you do a few stacks and then finish them up with a nice little dash. Okay. Okay. Yeah, no, I was thinking of something. I'm thinking of the close range buff, the melee damage, the fucking, you know what I'm talking about. I don't know what that item's called. I don't play Genji, surprisingly. Ambusher Optics, cost reduced to 9,500. Okay, whoop-de-doo. Traversal Kinetics, cost reduced to 4,500. Weapon power reduced 5%. Ability power reduced. Okay. That's actually a pretty big nerf to that. And that's the thing is, you guys, Genji's dash scales off weapon power and AP. So, like, the reason dash has been such a problem with these, like, insane one-tap builds is because it scales so much off weapon power and ability power. And there's so many good options for hybrid builds. It's the same reason why, like, Ramatra with Anima of Anubis is insane, because there's so many good options for split weapon and ability. So, like, it just double stacks everything. It goes crazy. I'm glad that they're removing some of his, like, hero specific items, or nerfing him. Deflecting dash removed. That's the one that you deflect when you dash for like a second. Dragon Strike new, 25 armor, 10% ability lifesteal. Dragon Blade's first swing is a wide swift strike that deals 100% bonus critical damage. Okay, the first strike. Okay, I feel like this might be a problem. Let's see. Changes are aimed at improving the viability and number of options for Swift Strike oriented builds, as well as giving Genji a more potent anti-air solution. Okay, we'll see how it goes. I feel like Genji might be a problem, but we'll see. All right, Junkrat Raining Lead Power added plus 25% total mayhem explosion radius. Okay. Bomb drop cadence reduced to every 0.35, so it's more explosion radius, which is good for your martyrdom. So that's actually a pretty good buff to your passive. But it reduces the spam potential. I didn't really think this was that good to begin with. So I don't know. Whatever. Rip roll. Added trigger total mayhem when rip roll tire is destroyed or detonated. Oh, cool. That's actually really cool. So this was already a good power, but I kind of like this. You trigger total mayhem when it's destroyed. That's pretty cool. Or detonated. So you might be able to get tanks now too. Slap null. Rework from ability. Quick melee explode for up to 100% quick melee damage, knocking you nearby enemies back to now detonates a concussion mine, dealing 20% damage. So now it's going to scale off ability. Dealing 20% damage, launching you and knocking nearby enemies back. So now, instead of scaling off quick melee damage, it scales off ability. New power, by the way, successful heist. For each target hit by concussion mine's detonation, reduce concussion mine's cooldown by 0.5 seconds. Uh-oh. Concussion mine spam gonna be coming back. Ability spam gonna be coming back, I think. Trap 2 now triggers on all concussion mine detonations. Oh, that's so good. This is the problem I had with this, is that it wouldn't trigger. You had to be on the ground, and it was so annoying because it like forced you to play on the ground. And it was just like the flexibility ruined it. Wait, that's actually great. Hold on. Wait. Our Junkrat dive build might actually be really good now. More viable, at least. Zip grease. It's a power. Rework to a power. Reduce number of shots with increased projectile speed to 1. Zip grease nerf. Zip grease nerf. That's funny. Gotcha bomb. Rare hero ability item. Rework to an item from a power. Okay. Improvise explosives. That's removed. Oh no! Wait, they removed Jameson's jumpers. Never mind. The fly rat build is not good. Never mind. Never mind. Oh! I got a sneak peek at the May. The first thing it said was Bliznado. Okay, hold on. I don't want to spoil it. These changes are aimed at lowering zip grease, uptime, and requiring more build commitment and trade-offs to get online. Also improving some of Junkrat's AP options. Hooray! Great! Love that. Zip grease. Needed to go. It did. Come on, guys. Come on. For those that are sad in chat, let's be real. With Divine Intervention not doing burst protection anymore, that needed to go. Like, come on. That needed to go. All right, ladies and gents. Let's prep. May, Bliznado. Reworked from while within Blizzard, heal 50% of your life for a second to allies within Blizzard, heal for 8% of your max life every 1 second. Support May has arrived, ladies and gentlemen. Support May has arrived. I kind of figured this is what they're going to do. I wanted this to change to what I said earlier today, where you would heal the max in your main Blizzard and heal half in your mini Blizzards. But I think we kind of figured this season that this was coming. So cool. Bliznado now heals your team for 8% of your max life. So I think they're trying to give May more tank options to like actually be a tank and be supportive instead of just being like absolutely unkillable and annoying as fuck. Which is great. That's a W. We love that. Love that. Cold Blaster power removed. Wah, wah. God, I've been telling him for so long. This power sucks, dude. It's so poopy. Deep chills. New power. Continuously hitting an enemy with endothermic blaster's primary freeze will freeze them for 0.5 seconds. Okay. Bear with me here. What if we give her more options for her secondary fire? Thoughts? Let's see if that happens. I don't think we need more, but sure. I mean, freeze is back, baby. Freeze is back. Permafrost power. Remove the size increase. That needed to mother heckin' happen. I don't know if that's going to make permafrost viable just yet. But that needed to happen. Yeah, this increasing your hitbox size was just the trade-off for the amount of damage you took was just not worth it. So, okay, we'll see how that works. I thought they were gonna get rid of permafrost straight up. I thought that was a weird ability, but they're gonna keep it. Slow ball reworked from endothermic's blaster. Secondary fire now shoots a snowball that applies 50% slower, 30% on critical hit. To after using any gadget or ability or gadget, your next 2 icicle shots fire a snowball with 200% projectile speed that apply a 30% slow on hit. Oh, okay. Okay, wait, I'm kind of here for it. So it's a guaranteed 30% slow on hit. I assume still for 1 second. They didn't specify how long. I assume it's still for 1 second. But now it's not like you can just like bully tanks by like spamming it. But instead now if you invest in your cooldown reduction in your gadgets, you can have like a higher uptime on that 30% slow hit. So now it's at least more consistent. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, I'll check that out. Himalayan hat. We're touching Himalayan hat again? What are we doing? Cost increase to 11,000. Oh, come on, guys. I just got to use it, man. Himalayan hat just got good. Don't you nerf that. Don't you mess with my Himalayan hat. I for the first time ever in Stadium, I've actually been able to use it in some build. Reworked from Wild Blizzard's activated gain. Wait, hold on. Gain 50% attack speed to Wild Blizzard's activated gain 20% increase weapon. Never mind. I take it back. I take it back. Wait, hold on. No. Remove 50% attack speed and added 5% weapon power. Ah. Well, okay. So like while Blizzard's active, you'll have 25% increased weapon power. And you have a base of 5% weapon power, but now it costs 11,000. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I guess weapon power is good. It'll be better for burst damage. Ah. Bummer. Okay. We'll see. That might be better. That might be better. Guaranteed. So instead of 30% attack speed, now we're going to have a max of 25% weapon power. And it also costs 11,000. But also the base, I don't know, man, because now it's a base of 5. And the thing that made it decent before is that it was a base of 15% attack speed. So no matter what, you had that 15% attack speed. Now it's just a base of 5%. Which means anytime your Blizzard is not up, this item is going to be poopy doo-doo shoes. So, all right. Well, we'll see. Oh, dude. Oh, they're probably going to touch Icy Veins. No. Sturdy Snow Fort. Cost reduced to 4,500. Oh, down from 10,000. Rarity changed to rare. Ability power reduced to 5%, down from 15%. And ability power per pillar reduced to 4, down from 5. So that'd be 20% AP. Oh, 25% ability power for 4,500?
Oh, God, it's so good. So good.
Okay, all right, I'll take that. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's like Sigma's volatile gravel, like 30% AP for 4K that you can just like stack up by hitting rocks. That's actually crazy. Eco Point Cryo added 10% ability power. Hey, Eco Point Cryo got its buff. Hooray! Maybe worth it. I mean, 10% ability power, pretty good. 10K. 10% ability power and a free live. I think it might actually be viable now. Oh my god, dude, there's so many cool things we're gonna get to do. There's so many builds. I have too many things to do now. I have too much work. Snow boots. Oh my god, dude. Okay, can I just take a second? Quick pause here, ladies and gents. Huge shout out to the dev team. Regardless of the made changes, the fact that we're getting so many changes to things right now is awesome, man. It's just so cool. And I will take that over new heroes this season, man. Now we just got to fix the matchmaker. You know what I'm talking about? All right. Snow boots. Cost reduced to 4K. Nice. Well, actually really nice if I get to keep that speed. Category change to survival. Remove the 15% attack speed. Added 25 health and 5% move speed. A base move speed. Let's go. Wait, so now we have repulsion greaves. We have snow boots. We have dashing skates. And we have aftermarket firing pin. Bro, 16,000-ish around there. 16,000 credits. You can get 20% base move speed with May. Let's go. We're going to be goddamn zooming, dude. Effect now also triggers in Blizzard. Thank you so much, dude. Oh my god, they're listening. They're listening. She gets her move speed in Blizzard too, dude. Let's go. It's actually an item I might pick up. Unironically, I'm going to be picking that one up now. Ice Sheet. Added 50 armor. Removed the 25 health and cost reduced to 9k. Oh my god, dude. The main buffs are so good. Minus the Himalayan hat, which I guess, whatever. These are all great. These are all great. We didn't... Dude, the fact that they did not touch Icy Veins, that's so funny. That's so funny. They didn't even care. These changes are focused on giving Mei a new option for a primary fire build and enabling a more distinct secondary fire sniper build. Well, it's not really distinct. You added... It's what... She has one power, dude. She has one secondary fire power. Anyways. Farah. Fuel conversion power removed. Nosedive now, new ability while airborne, use crouch to dash forward towards the ground and restore 50%. Oh, that's weird. Restore 50% fuel. Oh god, that's gonna make your movement crazy. And it's an ability, so it's gonna proc Lumerica, it's gonna proc Ironclad, it's gonna proc all that stuff, dude. That's insane. It's crazy. On his aim assist has been removed. What was that? Again, I didn't play Farah too much. I don't know what this item was, but that's gone. Rocket propellant. 10% weapon power. 10%. So this is new. Oh, shit. 11,000 cost. Split. 10%. Remember, our hybrid items, we got to watch out for because hybrid scaling is still really kind of out of control right now. 90% reduced rocket launcher self-damage. After using an ability, gains 75% rocket launcher self-knockback for 3 seconds. Ooh, baby dude. These are going to be some plays. Yo, Farah's movement was already kind of crazy to begin with. They just amped it up. Farah has had 3 distinct viable build options for most of her stadium lifetime, so we're doing a lighter touch here by reworking a couple of her least picked powers and items. By giving her more movement? All right. Zoomy Farah coming in, dude. Holy shit. You're going to be able to like jump up and then nosedive down and then blast away and then concussion blast to the other side of the map. Dear God. Reaper. Ghosted power has been removed. Womp. Harvest Fest. I wonder if they fixed this. Chance increased to 20%. Life restoration reduced to 15. And restoration reduced. Move speed reduced. Now has bad luck protection. Does that mean? Does that mean at like a certain point it'll spawn no matter what? So if you roll like a nat 1 like 30 times in a row, it's like all right, we'll give you an orb. RNG based powers, let's go, baby. Pickup distance increased to 2 meters. Okay, I never see these, so, and I'm pretty sure they haven't been proccing lately. So, Hell Shroud, new power. While in wraith form, passing through enemies burns them. Great, more burn. Cushion padding, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know about that item, learn it because it's a must in Overwatch and reduces burn damage. Blue survival item 3750. Get to know it. Get to know your survival tab, ladies and gents. Especially the blue column. And slows their move speed and attack speed by 30% for 3 seconds. Damn. Burn, baby. God, it's gonna be so good against Rhine. Shared Siphon, that's gone. Sound is the Grave, that's gone. Wall of Life and Death. So while in Wraith form, become 50% larger and block incoming projectiles while healing all other allies within 6 meters for 35 AP every 1 second. Wait, Support Reaper has arrived too. Sheesh. Support Reaper is here, dude. Wraith Flight reworked to a power. At a while airborne, press jump to glide. Okay. Don't know how that works just yet, but we're going to figure that one out. Crimson Cloak. Cost increased to 13,000, up from 9,500. Added 10% ability life. Still health increased to 50. Ability power increased to 50. I don't remember this item. So I guess this is probably a... Yeah, this is their ability item, probably to match with the new powers, just to watch the scaling. 13,000 though? Damn. I don't know what that was. Devastation cost reduced to 3750. Okay. We're happy with how Reaper's build variety's improved. Yeah, it has. These changes aim to further improve that by improving Reaper's Wraith form oriented builds. I'm surprised they didn't change it to where, like, I don't like that Reaper is so encouraged to spam reload and do dire trigger so much. I'm surprised they haven't touched that. There's been plenty of time to change that, but I guess I don't know. Maybe later. That's just a weird one. You know what I mean? Sojourn, charge shot max base damage reduced to 115. Down from 120. Cool. It's actually big. I actually love that. Aftershock power, rework from charge shot final blows trigger an explosion for 75% of damage dealt to fully charged shot or crit hits. Trigger an explosion dealing... Wow, okay. So you don't have to get an elim. Which I haven't been a fan of anything in Stadium that's like on elimination. Get this. Because usually when you get an elimination, you're basically like... you're going to win the team fight. Like, I feel like most team fights start with a pick, and then that team just wins anyways. So it's weird to have like an on elimination to where it's like, if you can get a limb, then you get this buff. And it's like, well, what if my team's getting absolutely steamrolled? Then I'm kind of screwed. So this is great. I like this. Commotion Cycle now reduces cooldowns of all abilities instead of just the Disruptor shot. Oh. Ability spam Sojourn. Uh-oh. Because it's what? Your slide? And then I guess if you get another ability. Rework from generate 25% more railgun charge and charge decay slower to during power slide at the jump after. Gain 10% railgun charge and restore 50% of your max life every 1 second. Railgun. That's kind of weird. I'm sure that's going to fit into a build somewhere, but I mean, I guess that's good with like attack speed, like the machine gun Sojourn. That might be pretty good. Just to like keep the uptime more up. So we'll see. New power, drill kick, plus 50% power slide speed. During power slide, gain 25% damage reduction and deal by 75 damage to nearby enemies. Damn, dude, these brawl options are crazy. This will work really well with the one the where you have the disruptor shot that starts and ends at your thing. So now you'll be able to like brawl out, especially in like big brawls. Like you can just like drop, like slide, drop one, and then when you release, drop another one, and then kick him to the face. And unless that's gone, I don't know. We'll find out. Dynamic dispatch during power slide and the jump after, gain 50% charge shot projectile size, 35% attack speed, and 35% weapon lifesteal. Experimental tech now grants charge equal to 50% of ability damage instead of just disruptor shot damage. That's going to apply to your drill kick. Reworked from gain 35% damage reduction during power slide, and power slide has 100% increased duration to plus 1 second power slide duration, and eliminations reset power slide cooldown. Okay. I feel like they're turning this into Cassidy's roll build, basically. Like that's how I'm thinking about it. It's basically just Cassidy's roll AP build, but Sojourn edition. They removed some powers. Zoom, zoom, zoom. During power slide, gain 35% attack speed and 100% lifesteal to now gain an additional power slide charge. Ooh, that's what they have in normal watch, right? Okay. Which I've heard people really like the additional charge, so hopefully that'll encourage some Sojourn players to do some cool builds. All right, she has a new item. 10% attack speed, 50% ability lifesteal. Charge shot grants 0.25% ability power for every 1 railgun charge spent. For 3 seconds, up to 40%. For 3 seconds. Charge shot grants ability power for every 1 railgun charge. So if you have 100% railgun charge, if you don't have the one that increases your charge to 150, if you just have 100%, you're gonna get if I can do this correctly, what is it, 80 25? This math is weird. Hold on, this math is weird. Yeah, the math is tough. So 80, hold on, 80, 100 to, wait, 25. I'm an idiot, dude. Oh my god, I'm actually an idiot. It's just fucking. I'm so dumb. I was doing an extra step of math. Just 25 ability power. But if you get the increased one, then it's what, like 37.5% ability power? Okay. All right, we'll see how that works. Overclock Surge, new. 10% ability power, 10% attack speed, 25% ultimate charge. While overclock is active, abilities refresh 300% faster? Excuse me? Eliminations during overclock increase its duration by 2 seconds. And 10,000 costs. Oh, so they just got rid of the espresso shots. Right? Basically. Unless you can combine that. Unless you can combine that with espresso shots. And now now it's like doubling the duration. At a 25% power slide length. Remove 5% cooldown reduction. Wow. Rocket power javelin cost increase to 9k. And now you get bonus melee damage increased to 100% up from 30. They said Sojourn has been historically underwhelming in Stadium. No, yeah, she has. And we are cautious with their power design because her base kit is so powerful. Which is, thank you for that. Thank you for doing that, by the way, because it could have been really bad. We're pulling back some power from her charge shot baseline Stadium, beefing up her powers, particularly those sent around power slide. Cool, hooray! Hooray, man. Hooray. All right, Soldier 76, pulse rifle base damage reduced to 18, down from 19. That's a W. Aura Cloud, power rename from back off. Okay. Added plus 40% biotic field radius. Oh, damn! Base in the back off? Oh my god, that's crazy. That's just base.
Can we not play brick on a sniper map? For the fuck's sake?
I think this was. I think this power was fine. I think it was fine. Yo, Tamble, think of the prime sub. That's a pretty cool buff. We'll see about that. We'll see if the sprint build soldier things are going to be going crazier now. Because that just increased with an item. You needed an item for that too. Which I assume they probably got rid of the item. Unless they're letting Soldier get a 1 bajillion meter radius giant AoE damage heal. We'll see. It's cool that it comes with the radius in general, though. So you can combo that with your heal, too. Biotic Bullseye. This power always sucked. Emerald Store increased to 20%. Added gain 50% more ultimate charge while in biofield. Oh, that's crazy. This... makes sense. That'll work a lot better in the tac visor builds, which I do think need a little bit of love. Chain gun weapon power per stack increased to 0.5. See, a lot of people have been running chain gun and think it's like really good. I always thought it was pretty trash. I'm surprised, not trash, but like I'm not surprised they buffed it, to be honest. Frontliners, this had to get a nerf. Yeah, overhealth duration reduced to 2 seconds. Okay, a little bit of a nerf. Man on the run gone. On me, removed the increased max life. Oh, shit. That was a really big part of Soldier's survivability, was this max life with on me. Damn. Okay. That's cooked. Run and gun. It's a new power. Shooting pulse rifle and using abilities doesn't interrupt sprint. Stealing damage during sprint grants 1% sprint move speed and lifesteal for 5 seconds. Oh, that's going to be so much fun. Wait, run and gun is actually going to be so cool. Love that, actually. So now you just get to zoom around sprinting and shooting your gun. That's great. Call of Duty Simulator to the max. Track and field power. Rework to during sprint, biotic field cooldown reduce 150% faster. To during sprint, abilities refresh 75% faster. And you restore 50% max ammo every 1 second. So it's kind of cool. This is a good rework. That's fine. New item for Soldier. 15% crit damage. 20% ultimate cost reduction. While attack visor is active, gain 25% attack speed and 35% crit damage. Damn. Okay. But attack visor no longer auto aims. Okay. Wait. Wait. They gave him an option instead of vanadium injection. Let's go. Wait. They're doing the thing. Wait, hold on. They're doing the thing. They're making powers better. Let's go. That's actually crazy. Okay, so now you just forego your auto aim for more crit damage. 35% crit damage is crazy, though. That's going to be insane. And this, honestly, this is a fucking nano boost. Guys, it's on this nano boost. Oh, it's like somebody had the great idea to say, hey, instead of an vanadium injection, maybe we should just give them like a self nano boost during their ultimate. Guys, it's a goddamn nano boost. Oh my god. So funny. Okay, hopefully we don't see vanadium survival soldiers anymore, because that's getting kind of insane. Battery pack, remove the plus 40% biotic field. Yep, there you go. Added Helix rockets damage reduces biofield cooldown by 1 second. Okay. All right. Endgame equalizer now grants 300% increased ability refresh rate instead of 20% cooldown reduction. And the cost now reduced to 9,000 from 10,000. Which I would say is pretty good. Sorry, my headset's being weird. There we go. Nope. Check. There we go. And Iron Lung cost reduced to 9k. So changes are aimed at giving soldiers 76 a couple new build options and playstyles, including unique sprint, payoff, and run and gun. That's going to be so cool. And a more crit-oriented weapon power build. We're also lowering the effectiveness of power outliers and shaving off some of Soldier 76's baseline consistency. Love that. I think that's really cool. I like that they made it to where Soldier's no longer a fucking tank damage factory in Stadium, so that's great. Love to see that. Soldier is just such free value. So I'm glad to see that they made it at least somewhat more applicable. I don't know. We'll see. Torbjorn, Blacksmith. Oh, I read a comment about Torb that was really exciting, and I'm excited to see if it's true. Healing increased to 75%, up from 66. Okay. For his support. Hammer throw. Here it is. Yep. New ability. While Forge Hammer is equipped, use secondary fire to throw it. It has 200% effectiveness on turrets and allies. So wait, okay. I see what they're doing here. So they're trying to, so you can throw your hammer on a 2-second cooldown and get a big burst healing with Blacksmith. So now you have like a AoE healing that you can do with your hammer. This is so funny. Let off some steam, overload cooldown reduction reduced to 8%. Love to see that. Positive reinforcement gone, baby. No longer do we have to deal with turrets everywhere at an insane overhealth and having to shoot basically just rocks the entire game. Love that. Triplets, attack speed increases to 75, up from 50. Love that. It's good. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Anchor bolts. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. New item. 50% ability power, 50% deployed turret throw range. And turrets can now attach to walls and ceilings. Yes, baby. Oh my god, Torb is gonna be so much fun now, dude. I'm so excited. Like the skill expression on him is gonna be really fun, and his utility is up too, which is good. So it's no longer gonna be like spam, which is I think healthy. Lindholm launcher has been removed. And their comment is, "We're letting Torb throw his hammer." That's it. That's it. Fucking cinema. Goddamn cinema. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Well done, well done, well done. All right, let's go over to Tracer. Currency from damage and healing increased by 14.3%. Needed. Pulse pistols base damage reduced to 5.25. Needed. Blink hop power. New one. Blink teleports you 3 meters further. If you use blink while airborne, gain an air jump and reduce blink cooldown by 0.2 seconds. Okay, cool. That was an item, wasn't it? Yeah, that was an item, right? Or something like that. Blink of an eye, that's removed. Bullet time now also slows enemies within the field by 20. Ooh, cool. Chronos Stabilizer. This is a new power. After you use Blink, heal allies within 6 meters for 40 AP and yourself for 10. Oh. I have to use Blink? Heal? Whoa. Okay. Wow. Flash Fist. Bonus damage increases to 25. Up from 10? Whoa. And that's still scaled off AP? Holy Flash Fist. Oh my god. 250% increase? Jeez. Foresight power, that's removed. Which, that's fine. Get stuff added reduces recall cooldown by 2 seconds. Okay. Impulsive now also detonates 50% faster. Okay. That's cool. I mean, I guess they're encouraging more AP builds, which I think is cool. The fact that you can heal your team now, though, is actually kind of insane. With Blink. Ooh, this is going to be juicy. This is going to be crazy. Quantum Reload. New. Was it? I thought when you recall gain ammo. Was it? Quantum Clip. That's what I'm thinking of. When you recall gain ammo equal to 100% of your max ammo that decays over time. Oh, decaying ammo? That's weird. Temporal power rework from your recall leaves it. Dude, who else forgot that this exists? I'm going to be real. I forgot this existed in the game. Legitimately. I haven't seen anybody grab this since Tracer was launched. Like, maybe there's one game where I saw it. I'm not even kidding. I forgot this existed. That's insane. Reworked. So now instead of a portal, to recalling for 3 seconds leaves behind a temporal portal. Up to 3 allies can interact with it once. So recall back in time 1 second. Wait, so they nerfed it? But now Tracer can now interact with their own temporal portal. All right, there it is. There it is. There it is. So now it's like a free recall. Okay, got it. Got it. T-Racer's gone! I mean, that makes sense. They added that new power with the extra meter, so. Chrono Bomb, cost increase to 11,000, added 10% weapon power. Reduced to pillar. Woo! Wait, that's actually kind of a buff, actually. Reworked from enemies stuck or hit by pulse bomb or slowed. To now it's steal 20% attack speed and 20% move speed from enemies stuck or hit by pulse bomb. Stealing it. Oh, shit. Tracer's base kit enables her to have a very powerful weapon power build with little power support. So we're moving power out of her base kit and more into her powers. We're also improving Tracer's recall-oriented builds by letting her double up on recall effects with Temp Portal. Okay, I'm excited to see how this works. Yeah, I like what they're going for here. We'll see if it pays off this season. Vendetta, Apex Bloodlust, new power. Gain 5% lifesteal and your cooldowns refresh 5% faster for each onslaught attack. Okay. Cataclysma, soaring slice damage also triggers the explosion. Oh, okay. Defiance Core, cooldown reduction reduced to 0.5, down from 0.7. That's great. This was kind of getting abused a little bit. Furious Friction, added when you deal projected edge damage, gain an additional 50% for 3 seconds. Base energy reduction reduced to 25%, down from 50. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, they're doing some like quality life updates. I'm not seeing anything too crazy here yet. Life feed strike over health cap increased to 200 up from 100. Okay. Whatever. That's fine. I don't think it depends, man. It depends. Vendetta's, I understand that she can be kind of squishy, but she also can be very not squishy depending. Doubling her overhealth cap from life feed strike, we'll see. So that's kind of crazy. Combat that with Phantasmic Flux. Yikes. Sundering Vial? Gonna be necessary, probably. And if you guys don't know what Sundering Vial is, go into your survival tab. Go to the first purple item called Sundering Vial and read the description and get used to it. Because overhealth is a thing in Stadium. That can be a problem. And if you don't know what Sundering Vial, I can't tell you how many games I've been in where I say, hey guys, can somebody grab Sundering Vial that's shooting this person? Without fail, every game. What's that? It's an item in your armory. What's that? Literally, it's the same thing every time. What's that? Get to know your items, ladies and gentlemen. Get to know your items. Repost power now triggers off all damage instead of just range damage. Ooh. Uh-oh. Sky Cut reworked from after blocking range damage over the swing shoots a projected edge 75 damage to now after using Soaring Slice, your next Palatine Fang overhead slash also shoots a projected edge with 75% damage. That's a pretty good burst damage upgrade there. But that'll be good for split builds. This will be good for splits. Like weapon power, ability power, split builds. Undying Fury. That power has been renamed from Continuum. Reworked from before dying, temporarily come back to life with 27% max life. I never saw anybody grab that. To if you would die, instead become hindered and prevent ally healing, gain decaying overhealth equal to your max life and double your onslaught stack and lifesteal. Weird. That's a weird power. If you have any Vendetta players, let me know if that sounds like some fun. Creator! Cost increased to 5,500. Let's go. Oh, and they reduced it. Weapon power reduced to 5%. And removed the 10 health. Whoa, gutted. That's gutted. Onslaught Amplifier, that cost got reduced. Okay, I think they're trying to get her AP up a little bit without making her too OP, but we'll see. Ricochet Razor ability power increased to 15%. Yeah, ability life still increased. Yeah, they're increasing her AP. Marcia's Mastery is gone. I wonder if they're gonna did they rework Antonio's Lesson? No, they kept it. Okay. Up and Over reworked to an item from a power. That 50 health, 5% cool direction, 9,500 cost. All right, we're improving some of Vendetta's more niche options and turning down some allies. Yep, we know exactly what ally you're talking about. Cool. All right, solid. All right, ladies and gents, we are on to our supports. So prepare yourself. Prepare yourself, because I feel like supports definitely have needed some love, and we'll see if they did it. So I'll see. Give me 1 sec. I gotta fix my cable. Check. There we go. Better. All right. Support. Anna. Currency from damage and healing reduced by 10%. That was needed. That was needed. The amount of Annas I saw that were just farming healing was crazy. Artsy Dartsy added plus 75 base damage to Sleep Dart. Hey, wait, hold on. Artsy coming in hot. Dreamfield, new power. Sleep Dart hits heal you and nearby allies for 10% of your max life every 1 second for 5 seconds. So Sleep Dart hits heal you and nearby allies. So I assume you have to, yeah, they got rid of Dreamy, so you can't just spam it now. But it turned it into a skill shot. So now if you hit the skill shot, you get an AoE heal. So now you don't have to do the Comfy Cloud and the Dreaming to get the value. They combined it and also made it into a skill shot, which is great, which I think is good. I don't know, anything to reward like good play is always really cool. So I'm excited about that one. Dreaming got removed, obviously. Home Remedy. Reworked from Biotic Grenade applies overhealth to plus 30% Biotic Grenade radius. Biotic Grenade applies overhealth equal to 30% of your max life for Biotic Grenade's duration. Okay. So this is the oh god, Nanonade kind of got, this is weird now because I assume they probably got rid of the item. Okay, we're gonna take a look at this one. Interesting. Venomous damage increases to 75. That was needed. Hooray! Yeah, I think Venomous, it's a good item, but it needed damage because like it's already an anti. You can't use it to like proc more cyber venom. That's really weird. Target tracker cost increased to 12,000 up from 4,000. Oh shit. That was the lock. That's the lock on scope thing, I believe. Right? No, that was the flyer thing, I believe. Category change to weapon. Added 10% weapon power and 10% cooldown reduction. To target. Oh no, that was with the nade. Target tracker is where it increases your nade duration. No, I got it wrong again. That's the one that increases your attack speed when you're under the effect of nade. Right? I believe. Something like that. Something like that. So now we get 10% weapon power, 10% cooldown reduction for 12k. Yeah, that's what it was. Per person affected by your nade, gain X amount of attack speed. Okay, interesting. See how that goes. Unscope resources, remove the +4 ammo, added 30% max ammo. Okay. All right. Cluster core, removed the 25% ability lifesteal, added 25 health and 10% ability power. Wait. Cluster core. I actually really like that. Ability lifesteal doesn't do shit. That's great. I love that. Gradius pin removed. Oh yeah, that's combined. That's the nade radius increase. Lethal dose that got removed too. Oh, that was the extra damage from your sleep dart. I guess they combined. Yeah, they combined that with artsy dartsy. That's what it was. I don't know. I think they should have kept it. That would have made artsy dartsy actually kind of viable. Now that's comboed, maybe. But like, I mean, it's a little bit better now that you don't have to buy the item too. But like, I kind of like to see some more burst damage. Maybe not. All right, sleep regimen cost reduced to 4k. Category changes to survival, and maximum health increased to 100 up from 50. So I actually like that. That's big. It was 75, by the way, not 50. It was 75 base to 25, I believe. Could be wrong though. Force grenade. Ooh. Cost reduced to 4,500, down from 9,000. Rarity reduced to rare. Health reduced to 25. Added 5% cooldown reduction. Now also knocks back yourself. Oh, so instead of just enemies, it's like a little boop. You can boop. Damn, you can probably use it for movement now. That's crazy. Dash boots. No, why would you do this? Cost increased to 10,000. Rarity increased to epic. Cooldown increased to 5 seconds. No, dude. I can't believe they've done this. I cannot believe they've done this. Guys, can we have a moment? Can we have a moment of silence for Dash Boots? One of Anna's best items. Really did make a lot of them come online, but I understand why it had to get gutted, but damn, man. Damn. Rest in peace, Dash Boots. Developer comments, these changes are intended to improve clarity, solidify the niches for Anna's less popular powers, as well as tune her items to be more in line with her costs. We nerfed Dash Boots, especially significantly, so it can be a more situational option instead of an auto pick in all Anna builds. I think they should have kept the cooldown. 5-second cooldown? Come on, man. Give the 3 seconds. You're making it 10,000. You're up the price by 6,000, dude. At least keep the cooldown the same. God damn. All right. Anyways, she's cooked. Brig. Aura farming. Overhealth reduced to 4%. Down from 5. Love that. Anything to get overhealth out of the game, dude. I'm getting kind of tired of overhealth spam. Burst aid. Reworked again. Using reloaded consumes all repair pack charges. Blah, 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 blah. We know how it works. If you guys are familiar. Now, use reload to consume 1 repair pack charge and heal for 20% of your max life and gain a burst of 50% move speed. Oh my god. Wait, Zoomy Brig is online. Alright, this is actually really good. It's actually really good. Oh my god, brawl builds are gonna go insane. But her sustain is nerfed with R farming, so Optimizer, self-heal reduced to 4%. That was needed. God rate damage per meter increased to 5%. Whip shot build coming online. Let's go. Nullifier never works. This had to change too. Category changed to weapon and added 10% attack speed. Okay. So basically this will work really well with burst aid now. So now because it's like every hit reduces cooldown on your repair pack by 0.5 seconds. So now you get attack speed, you get more hits to reduce it down, and then you can use those packs to do burst aid to go in and out of fights. God, Brick's gonna be zooming, dude. 50%? Oh my god, dude. That's crazy. Scavenge Steel cost increased to 11,000 up from 9,500. Thank God. I'm so tired of that item. I never pick it because I just don't like spam. I really hate spam. Things that like you just do a bunch. As I have an Ice Palace build. But like, you know what I mean? Like that's just like hit things a bunch and then do rally. Brick has been consistently very strong in Stadium since their launch. Tuning down her survivability and her powers and buffing up some of her weaker options. Okay, cool. I'm down with it. God Ray, dude. Getting a buff? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I can get behind that. Jetpack Cat, ambidextrous. Bonus shot effectiveness increased to 35%. Cool. Weapon power. Bounce projectile effectiveness increased to 50%. Jeez. Cooldown reduced to 8 seconds for Frenzy. Down from 12. Okay. Big Boop, slow reduced to 20%. Oh, come on. That was a good one. Makes sense, though. I don't know if I grab that anymore, unless you're grabbing it just for the boop. Just for the boop. Juno, Blink Boost, cooldown reduced to 50%, down from 66%. Cooldown reduction reduced. Okay. So now you can't spam Blink Boost as much. Womp womp. New power, though. Hyper Ring is deployed sideways and grants you... Hyper Ring is deployed sideways and grants you 200 for 50% jump height. Reduce. Oh, that's like, dude, that's really good for fission chamber now. So like if you shoot the hyper ring, you can like weave in and out of it now. Much easier. Yeah, that combo is great with fission chamber. Reduce hyper ring scoring by 1 second when an ally passes through it. Damn, dude, this is gonna really increase your uptime on fission. Medicinal missiles, remove the bonus heal. Wow, just nerf. Just nerf. Pulsar Destroyers is now a power. Now explodes on hitting allies for 20 AP healing. Do as well as the damage. Cool. Explosion damage reduced to 20, down from 35. Cool. I like this. This makes it better to use with medicinal now. So I understand why they nerfed medicinal to balance that out. Stellar Focus reduced ultimate charge gain to 75%, down from 100%. So they're working on the blink boost spam. Torpedo glide power rework from during glide boost every 50 damage you deal reduces the blah blah blah. To now during glide boost every 75 damage or every 100 weapon healing you deal reduces the cooldown of pulsar torpedoes by 1 second. Okay, which I think is good. I liked this item, but I hated that I was forced to like just hard DPS to get value out of it. When like there's situations where I'm like I want to heal. Like I need to heal. You know, so that was weird. That kept me from getting a lot. Boost Kick, renamed from Gravitational Push, removed the 50% quick melee damage, add 25 armor, and instead of during glide boost, your quick melee knocks back enemies, to after using glide boost, your next quick melee knocks back enemies and deals 50% increased damage. There we go. That works out a lot better. More burst potential now, and it's a better payoff. So I like that. Speed Tunnel was removed. That was basically, yeah, that makes sense. Cosmic Coolant reworked to an item. So now only counts targets past the initial target for cooldown reduction. Cooldown reduction per target hit increased to 0.75 seconds. Added 5% ability power and added 10,000 cost. Okay, cool. Black Hole. This is a new one. 50 armor Wait, isn't that what I named my that Juno build? No, that was the Zarya one. 50 armor. Hyper ring slows the move speed of. Oh, that was a fucking. That's their. Never mind. That's power. So the move speed of enemies who pass through by 35% for 2 seconds. So now it's an item. Orbital alignment. That's reworked into an item. Added 50 shields. Added 11,000 costs. Slow reduced to 20%. Down from 35%. Sunburst serum is gone. They said these changes are aimed at giving Juno more options to provide utility with her speed ring and tune down some of her ally powers. Okay. I can agree with that. Ladies and gentlemen, Kiriko, prepare yourselves. Prepare yourselves. I fear Kiriko may be receiving a nerf. Clone Conjuration. Clone now triggers powers. Okay. Triggers. Okay. We'll see what that means. Clone damage and healing reduced to 75% less. So healing and damage reduction. Crossing guard gone. Crossing guard is mother heckin' gone. Ladies and gentlemen. Donut delivery has been now turned into a power. Remove the 5% cooldown reduction of donut delivery. Foxy Fireworks. Rework from after reloading your next 3 kunai exploding content, dealing 20% to after using ability or gadget. Your next 3 kunai exploding content dealing. Oh shit, that is a buff. That's actually a crazy buff. That's a crazy buff. That's gonna help out with what do you call it? Like a pattern, like your emotion, the rhythm. There we go. The rhythm of using Foxy Firework. That's actually a buff. That's a pretty crazy buff, actually. We're getting there though. We're getting there. Fleet Foot. Remove increased cooldown if Swift Step with no target. That's a buff. Added range is reduced by 50% when used without a target. So minimum range is now 0 meters, down from 5 meters. So you can use it, but the range is reduced by 50%. So whomp. Good Fortune. That's a new power. Kunai hit. Launch 3 healing Offida to an ally in front of you. Oh my god. Kiri spam builds? Kiri Kunai spam builds are about to go crazy. Our Bikes is now a power. Added after using Consider Rush, refresh all other ability cooldowns. Self-care. The healing per Offida has been reduced. Talisman of Life. That's reworked to a power. Added for each ally effective. Reduced social cooldown. Remove the ability power. Triple Threat's gone. Spirit's Guidance. Cost reduced to 10,500, down from 12k. Cyclist Gloves. Cost reduced to 4,500. Added attack speed. Okay. Eye of the Yokai has been increased. Added 20% starting ultimate charge. That's pretty big. Tuzu has been contentious for most. Why do they keep using that word? That's got to be like an office. Everyone's using the word contentious in the office right now. We're removing it since it has been generically too useful regardless of build, and we've made it further changes aimed at making Kiriko's powers more specialized to promote more build diversity. Okay, you know what? Actually really cool. I'm excited to see what... I'm preparing to see a lot more DPS Kiris going insane, but we'll see. Lucio changes. Let me go. Beat Drop. Power. Rework from 20% ultimate cost reduction. Landing on an enemy with sound barrier deals 25 damage to landing with sound barrier, explodes for 75 AP damage, and can crit for 300% damage. So now when you do sound barrier, you get AP damage. Like, I guess in an AoE. So I assume it's the same range that people are affected by your thing. So now you get AP damage. Damn. Dude, think about the win condition now. If you have Cyber Venom, Liquid Nitrogen on Lucio, and you do Sound Barrier to give your team overhealth, that's the Q button is a win condition. Q button equal win. Now, and AP damage? And it does burst damage. Combo that with like Skyline Nanites to do like bonus damage to flyers. Oh my god, flyers are cooked. Wait, that actually might be really cool though. Beat drop's gonna be big. Fast forward, rework from while above 50% move speed, increase damage to 25, to now just gain up to 30% increased damage and healing based on your current move speed and momentum. Okay, so now you get value regardless, which is good. We love that. Hip hop power, it's reworked to a power. Remove 10% weapon power and 10% ability power. While wall riding now, or airborne, abilities refresh 10% faster. Okay. Let's balance. That's been removed. Mixtape healing reduced to 65%. God bless. God bless. Get that heal spam out of here. Megaphone removed the 15% amped up duration and added weapon damage increased duration by 0.25 seconds up to 3. Okay. See how that goes. Again, I haven't seen too much Lucio, so we'll see if this changes too much. Premium streaming is a new power. Plus 50% sonic amplifier projectile speed. Damn. Plus 50% projectile speed. God dang. Gains 6% attack speed for each other ally within crossfade. And heal them equal to 30% of damage dealt. This bonus is doubled in Amp It Up. God dang, man. New power, Rhythm Rail. So during wall riding for 3 seconds, charges your next sound wave, increasing its knockback by 25% and damage by 75%. So it's like a little charge, like Exo Springs charge. Signature Shifts is now a power. Reworked from after using... Or, no, that was a power. Reworked from after using an ability to restore 10% max ammo in your next amplifier shot shoots a volley. To while Amp It Up is active... Sonic Amplifier fires continuously with 80% increased projectile size. Wow. That's going to be fun to look at, dude. God, we have so much stuff to play with right now, man. This next week, guys, it's going to be a sandbox in Stadium again. That's crazy. Sonic Booms to remove. Vivace. That's been reworked. Every 1 second your wall riding, gain 3% move speed, 1.5% attack speed. Stacking up to 10 times to every 0.5 seconds while wall riding, or whenever you weapon damage. Gain 1% move speed for 5 seconds, stacking up to 30 times. Okay. For 5 seconds? Oh my god, dude. Wait, a flat... You're going to be able to keep that up fine. 5 second duration? Stacking up to 30 times? 30% move speed? Holy guacamoles, dude. Zoom in. Crazy. Let's see. It's the same amount? Yeah, it's just way easier to proc it, though, in my opinion. Because you have to wall ride. And the problem is if you get pulled off of it, that's like really easy to stack it. Being able to do damage, you can do that from wherever. All right, B-side bop. Remove the 25% melee damage. Added 10% weapon power. Okay. Added 25% increased melee damage after using Soundwave for your next melee. Oh, shit. Big burst. Big burst. Rift Refiller. I don't really know too much about these items. So I'm going to let you guys break this one down. I have never done a Lucio build. Maybe we'll do one this season, but I don't want to comment too much on this. I don't really know how these are getting affected here. Lucio has fallen off in popularity after his previous nerfs for his boop-related builds. These charges are aimed at improving his boop build, as well as adding more distinct and transformative weapon power build to his build options. We'll see how that plays this season. For sure. All right, going on to Mercy. Mercy time, ladies and gentlemen. Prepare yourselves for what may be some more changes. Oh, I did it again. What may be some more changes that will piss off the Mercy community? Undoubtedly. Plop down here real quick and boom. All right, Mercy, base damage boost reduced to 15%. That's already a W. Already a W. Because you know why, guys? Because that is a nerf to Freya, and we love that. And we will take our nerfs to Freya however we can. Angelic Acrobats. That's now been reworked to a power. So added 50% Guardian Angel launch speed, removed the move speed, and removed the ability power. Shit, dude. Wait, they kind of gutted that thing. Jeez, oh man. Battle Medic reworks from after swapping to Caduceus Blaster. Deal 20% increased damage and gain 20% weapon lifesteal for every 1 second you spend tethered. 15 to now after swapping to Caduceus Blaster. Gain 20% attack speed and 20% lifesteal for 2 seconds. For every 1 second you spend tethered, up to 20. Is that a rework or did they just change the numbers? Am I misreading this? So they just changed the numbers. Okay, got it. Distortion. Reworked from allies boosted by your Caduceus staff gain 20% lifesteal to now. When you use flash heal, grant the target overhealth equal. Oh no. Grant the target overhealth equal to 30% of your max life for 2 seconds and knock back enemies 5 meters around the target. I guess that's good if you're pocketing like some ground-based heroes. But being able to give Freya overhealth and Pharah when Pharah uses her barrage. Yikes, man. Healing and overhealth when they use barrage. And just to give Freya overhealth in general. Ay. All right, whatever. It'd be good for like Reaper. Oh, that would also be really good for Reaper Blossom. Yeah, with Distortion. Use Flash Heal right when Reaper uses his Blossom. Oh my god. Overhealth. Sundering Vial, ladies and gentlemen. Sundering Vial. Learn it. Know when to grab it. Double dose. New power. Gain 1 additional charge of Flash Heal. When Valkyrie is activated, refresh the charge of Flash Heal. Oh, damn. Because this can get procced when you do the Valkyrie after you get a res. So maybe that'll proc that extra Flash Heal. Ooh. Equivalent exchange. Threshold to gain 1 charge of Resurrect reduced to 750 now from that damage. Ooh, DPS Mercy is going to go kind of crazy now. Protective Beam, that's gone. Which kind of was poopy anyways. Serenity added Caduceus staff can overheal up to 50. Which that's good. Ish. No, people still grab Serenity. It was already kind of good. We'll see. Supply Surge. Rework from Flash Shield grants allies by it 20% move speed. Blah, blah, blah. To Flash Shield grants 20% move speed. 100% increased cooldown refresh rate and 20% lifesteal to the target and you for 2 seconds. Oh my god, dude. This, I'm telling you, this, they're giving Mercy options to make AP Reaper Blossom build more viable. Play Reaper, play Mercy, have your Mercy do Flash Heal cooldown, and then just every time you pop your ultimate, just have her Flash Heal you. 100, dude, 20% move speed, 100% increased cooldown refresh rate, that's not a really big deal, but 20% lifesteal on top of what Reaper can already get? Kind of crazy. Tethered Tourniquet, buff duration gained every 1 second increased to 2. Max buff duration increased 20 seconds. Let's take a look at our items here real quick. Glass Extra Full, that's gone. Midair Mobilizer, that's gone. That was a good item. Midair Mobilizer, that was some free value. Crepuscular Circle, new item. 5% weapon power and ability power. While Valk is active, automatically apply Caduceus Staff Healing Beam and 100% effectiveness. And damage boost At 50% effectiveness to nearby allies. I love the 50% damage boost. I love that it's not 100%. That's great. It's back, ladies and gentlemen. Raid Boss Mercy is back with Giga Heals. What do they call it? What's that pole in Mayflower pole? Mayflower pole? Whatever, I don't know what it's called. I think that the kids like run around with the little strings and the blood, whatever. That's back. That's back. Blessed Booster's gone. Triage Unit's now an item. Added 10% ability power and 50% Guardian Angel move speed. Oh, there you go. That's where that got moved to. Extra healing reduced to 20% down from 25. Flash feedback is a new item, giving you 50 armor, 5% cooldown reduction. Flash heal also targets you with 25% healing. Oh. Mercy's builds in Stadium have historically been centered around just a few of her powers. Wonder which ones. They go with these changes to add more distinct flash heal build and to further specialize your powers. Okay, cool. Moving on, Moira. I saw some cool Moira stuff in the trailer. Biotic orb damage per second reduced to 50. Okay, so this is to balance out. Okay, this is to balance out the normal watch changes. That's been reduced to 50, back to 65. Maximum orb damage capacity reduced to 200. So they basically just said all those big Moira changes in normal watch. No. Let's get that out of the way. They just said no. Chain grasps. Reworked from after using Biotic Orb. Biotic Secondary Fire chains to 2 additional targets. Now, after using an ability or a gadget, Biotic Grasp Secondary Fire chains to 2 additional targets. Okay, so now you can just proc it off any ability or gadget. Cool. Deconstruction's gone. Destruction's Divide. Added 25% reduced ultimate cost and removed 25% coalescence duration. Okay. I actually like that better. All right, so you're not locked into it. You get more instances. That's better. Empowering you is gone, which is good. Nobody ever used that shit. Ethereal Excision reworked from while aiming an enemy's head, gaining a bunch of buffs. Now it's to using Biotic Grasp or Coalescence on a target. Affected by Biotic Orb. Deal 20% increased critical damage. So you can crit still. And it's just when you're using Grasp or Coalescence. You get bonus damage. Bonus damage! Flank Moira! Let's go! Let's go. Necrotic Orb. It's a new power. Using reload sends out an orb. Oh, she's got a new ability. Sends out an orb dealing up to 35 AP damage and reduces enemies' damage by 30% over 3 seconds on an 8-second cooldown. Bonus orb, baby! Bonus orb! More orbs! Orb spam is back. Optimal overflow, that's gone. Orb explosion, this is what I saw in the trailer. So recast Biotic Orb to detonate them. Healing up to 35% or dealing damage up to 25% of the Biotic Orb's max capacity. So this is great for big burst. If you don't want to get the full value out of your orbs over time, you just want to burst them, you can do a little orb explosion. Phantasm Power spawns orb also has 50% reduced capacity. Remote Reciprocity, new power after doing 300 Biotic Grasp healing. Gain 25% Biotic Grasp range. Whoa. And 50% increased damage for 3 seconds. Whoa. Cool. That's a cool balance then. I actually like that. 25% range, dude? I was already happy with that 15%. 25? Wow. That'll be fun. This would be a cool one to try out. I don't know if the numbers are going to make it good enough, but it's going to be fun to try. This power's gone. Spectral Beam, that's a new one. If you pass through an enemy during Fade, cast Coalescence for 1.25 seconds. At 60% effectiveness. Or every additional enemy cast for 0.75 seconds longer. Okay. Void Hoppers. Oh, are we getting rid of more cleanses? Come on. Reworked. Fade phases other allies within 8 meters for 0.25 seconds and grants them overhealth equal to 20% of your max life. To passing through a target. Grants you overhealth equal to 10% life of max life. Passing through a target. If it is an ally, it also grants them the overhealth and phases them briefly. Hey, so it's no longer an AoE cleanse. May season's good, dude. Wait, you're telling me Void Hoppers and Tuzu got nerfed? May players. Yeah, we're gonna be eating good, dude. You're gonna be eating good. Subatomic Splinter, that's gone. Here's a bunch of Moira items. I'll let you guys break these down. I feel like I'm spending too much time on the items. Moira's builds have been pretty stagnant since launch, with her orb builds being her most popular by far. Not her best, though, but... running in additional playstyle for Moira by adding some coalescence-oriented powers. Boom. We're also improving her weapon power build options and refreshing her orb builds. Due to Moira's very high pick rate in Stadium, we are not taking the buffs she received in Core into Stadium. Whap! All right, Wu Yang. I think we're... this is the end, right? I think Wu Yang's our last one, right? Oh, Zenyatta. So we got Wu Yang, then Zenyatta. That's right. Oh my god, dude. These are so crazy. Okay, Wu Yang, new power. After using an ability, your active restorative stream chains to the previous target with 100% healing for 4 seconds. Oh, this is like Mercy's power. You can place an additional passive restorative stream on them too. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's like Mercy's power. But now it's procced off ability. Current Confluence, new, plus 25% restorative stream duration. Is this just water call chat? Or no, this is Streamline, right? I was affected by passive restorative stream or Guardian Wave. Incrade healing effects are healed for 30% of damage you deal. Okay, wait, so Enlightenment? It's like Enlightenment for Wu Yang? It basically said, hey, we're going to take a bunch of powers from other heroes and just put them on Wu Yang. Flow state reworked from while rushing torrent is active. Every 50 healing active short stream sends duration. To now rushing torrent is active. Every 50 damage or 75 healing dealt extends the duration of rushing torrent by 1 second up to 5 seconds. So just kind of like moving that around a little bit. Then now you can do damage too to increase it, which I think is good. I think you should be able to get some more increase on that, which is really good. All right, pain drops reworked from. Oh, did we get a pain drop nerf? Reworked from after using Guardian Wave, we can shoot to water. Blah blah. Let me see. Now, after you use an ability or gadget, your next 2 water orbs shoot 2 additional orbs that each deal 20%. That each deal 20% damage. Pain drops nerfs. Pain drops, ladies and gents, has been nerfed. Puddle Stomp. Healing increase to 75. Love to see. I love this power, and I love that. I want to see more of this. Ripple Sense. That's a new power. Empowered water orb can be steered more freely. Has 35% increased explosion radius. Every 5 seconds, your next water orb will reveal all enemies within 8 meters. Okay, interesting. So they just added that from the item. Shore Up's gone. Splish Splash. This has gotten changed. Now, while rushing torrent is active using quick melee while airborne, here's a short Guardian Wave with 75% effectiveness around you on an 8-second. Okay, so now this is just scaled off AP instead of weapon power. Got it. And a shorter cooldown though. 8 seconds? Woo! Jeez. Storm Surge is gone. Streamline no longer applies to you. Womp womp. Added 25% reduced healing to passive restorative stream from Streamline. Okay. I still remember when he launched. I was like, this is going to be insane. And everyone was like, nah, it's not that good. You guys remember that? It was like a whole season. Nobody used Streamline. I'm like, Streamline's really good, guys. And now it's just been meta for a while. Title save added 15% passive restorative stream energy. Okay. Healing decreased down to 75 from 100. Okay. Tidekeeper's gone. Undertow now reduces cooldowns of all your abilities. That's going to be a good one now. Wave Shatter. New. Guardian Wave can crit at close range and gains up to 150. Look, you can crit? Gains up to 150% more width and 75% more effectiveness based on time spent traveling downwards. Okay, so it really is like a shatter. It's like a wave shatter. Perfect. Exactly what I thought it would be. It's awesome. Reservoir Refresher's gone. Tideful Basin got a rework. Tidekeeper's Connector is a new item with 50% Guardian Wave increased healing effect duration. And it reduces the Guardian Wave cooldown. So that got moved around too. Basically, I think the powers just got moved into items a little bit. Aquajet Amplifier. Got to change. Wave Lance. Got reworked to an item with new costs. Water College Hat. Removed the passive restorative stream duration. Added 5% cooldown reduction. And its cost reduced. So it still has the overhealth. Health. Whooshing Wave Riders. This was an item. Travels upwards faster. That's actually really important. No longer cancels Rushing Torrent upon landing. Also love that. Hydromender, Oceanic Ointment, Aerial Surf. We'll let you guys take a look at these. Again, I feel like I'm taking too much time in these items. We got a lot to look at today. Really quick on Zenyatta, though. Let's see if we get any changes. Enlightenment. Inner Peace now reduces the effectiveness of healing from Enlightenment on yourself. Needed that to happen. Needed that to happen 100%. But the healing has been increased from Enlightenment, so that's good. So maybe Tank Yata is maybe finally done. Flying Kick added 25% bonus damage to the kick. Hey! Instant Karma, healing reduced to 25%. That also needed... Yeah, Tank Yata's... Yeah, Tank Yata's dead. Sharpened Focus. Orb of Destruction, secondary fire charges 20% faster. Gain temporary overhealth for each ARB charge. Or charge. Jesus Christ. So that was just an item that basically got turned into a power. Genji's Galvanic Gloves, gone. Haste Subroutine, increased cost. Seeking Salvation, that's reduced to a reworked to an item. Which, that's cool. I love that, actually. Added 5% weapon power, 10% attack speed. Cool. Satya's Solution, move speed reduced to 5%. No! Don't nerf my Zoomy Boy Zen, man. Friendship Bracelet, that cost has been reduced. That was needed. I still don't think it's that great. Mind Shaper cost has been reduced. That's good. That's a good split item. Hiking Hover Boots, cost reduced to 37.50. Move speed reduced to 5%. No! Why? Why is Zoomy Boy Zen being nerfed, dude? Why are you doing this to me? It's all right. I got Zoomy Brig and Zoomy May now. Make up for it. Golden Monk added quick melee damage, grants you 25% attack speed for 1 second. Zenyatta's survivability has been an ally in Stadium. Regulate the interaction between Enlightenment and Inner Peace more in line with this other power. Cool. As well as improving his melee builds. They didn't say anything about nerfing his speed, though. Mother heck, dude. All right, guys. We're going to dive into the general item changes. Excuse me. All right, general item changes. Honestly, out of everything, these are probably the biggest updates. Out of the Freya nerfs and Kiriko. Kiriko getting 2-0 removed. Okay. General item changes. Assassin Amplifier. Is that a new item? Am I? Epic General Weapon. That's a new item, right? They just didn't say it's a new item. Wait. Oh, this is Eye of the Spider. They just renamed it. Okay. Assassin Amplifier. Good. It makes sense, right? now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. Cost reduced to 13k. Weapon power has been reduced to 20% down from 25. Okay, we'll see how that balances out there. El Saka Suppressor. Healing reduction increased to 35%. Oh, are we buffing healing reduction? I'm on board. I'm on board. If Cyber Venom and this get increased? Oh, it did. I already saw it. Hardlight Accelerator. Cost increased to 12k. Womp, womp. Come on. That makes sense, though. Especially for, like, Tracer. Boskai Ordnance. Reworked from deal 5% increased weapon damage for every 100% max life. they have more than you. To now deal 5% increased weapon damage for every 100 bonus max life the target has, up to 25%. Now, the question is, how are we going to be able to keep track of their bonus max life? I guess by items. If that's what we're talking about, like bonus max life items. So, I guess this is if they're grabbing a lot, though. This is kind of a nerf to Volskaya, which I guess is good. We see a lot of like low HP heroes abusing this for damage, especially like Kiri. So, womp. Bonus max life is anything about their standard HP. No, that I think that goes off of their credit scaling too. So it's basically any HP they get through like items and powers, not just credit scaling. So we'll see. Biotech Maximizer, gone. I never really grabbed this item anyways. Every now and then it could be useful, but it was like so niche. Cyber Venom healing reduction increased to 35%. Let's go. Cyber Venom buff, ladies and gents. Cyber Venom buff. Gadget Maximizer. This is a new item. Ooh. 10% ability power. 5% cooldown reduction. 25% gadget cooldown reduction. 9,500 cost. Honestly, these I'm not even kidding. These stats alone, completely fine. Multi-tool. It's basically multi-tool and gadget cooldown reduction. So that's a slay. Lumerica. Here it is. Yep, I knew it. Who called it? Lumerica Fusion Drive. Ability power reduced to 10%. To the goddamn T, baby. I said you don't mess with the armor or the refund. Just reduce the ability power. It'll be perfect. To a T. To a T. Yeah, it's still good though. It's still good. That's what I mean. It was too good with the ability power. Now you kind of have to choose a little bit. Sonic Recharger, hopefully a buff. Overhealth cap increased to 100. Love that. 3-tap Tommy reworked again. Now after using an enemy. How does one use an enemy? I would love to find that out. I want to use my enemies. I assume it's ability. After using an ability or a gadget, your next 3 instances of weapon damage deal additional damage equal to 5% of the target's current life over 5 seconds. Wait, did they just buff 3-tap Tommy again? Wait, did they just buff 3-tap Tommy back again? 5% target's life over. Well, okay, so this is the difference. 5 seconds though. That's a long spread. So it's less burst damage and more just consistent damage. So we'll see how that works. Okay. All right. I'm here for it. Exo Springs changed to an item from a gadget. Huh? What? It's an item, not a gadget now? But you use it as a gadget? Huh? What? Crusader, that cost got increased. Ogundamu got reduced. Thank God. This was needed way long ago. This is, compared to everything else, Ogundamu is just like, it's not an 11k item. Overdrive core overhealth reduced to 150, down from 300. Don't know if that was needed. Vanadium injection cost increased to 12,000. All right. Well, if we're not gonna get a rework to vanadium, I guess I'll take it taking a shit ton of credits to get. Field support healing reduced to 40 every 1 second. Womp. Dashing skates remove the 5% speed. Why? Why are you doing this? Make it more expensive. Don't remove the 5%, dude. Make it more expensive. Now I'm back to the same May. Now I'm back to the same goddamn May, dude. Because she got the item. Power trip, whatever it is. Kitsune snippet. Gone. What was gone? No argument. Gone. New gadget though. 25 shields, 5% cooler. Okay, here we go. On use, knockback and apply 35% healing reduction for 5 seconds to all enemies within a... Damn! Wait! For 5 seconds, gain 25 overall for each enemy hit. Whoa. Oh my god. This is already a meta pick. Cyber Venom on a 25-second cooldown. 4,000? Anybody can get it? You don't need to have ability damage to proc it or be able to hit headshots consistently. And you get overhealth for each enemy hit. It's a meta gadget. That is a meta gadget. Colossus Core. Cost increased to 10,000. Okay. Damage reduction reduced to 10%, down from 25. Get mother heckin' dunked, Mercy players. No more free reses for you. No more getting shot at by 5 people at the same time and still being able to get the res off and still living. No more. Jet skates, cost increased to 10,000. That was needed. Cooldown increased to 10 seconds. That was also needed. Kitsune charm, cost increased to 11k. Okay. Cooldown increased to 25 up from 20. Okay. I don't really know if that was that needed. Vortex Vial, epic gadget. New 50 health, 10%. My man! 10 speed! Flat 10% move speed! On use, play a slowing vortex that pulls enemies downward at your location for 2.5 seconds. And you're telling me I get to counter flyers? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh my god, dude. Hey, that's crazy, man. That's what I asked for, right? I said, give me an epic item that has 10% move speed, please. Thank you. We got it. These changes are intended to improve the counter options in general items, particularly against tanky, sustained, heavy compositions. We also added a gadget geared towards dealing with flyers for heroes who don't have many tools in their base kit to do so. Whoopee! We're also tuning back some of the gadgets that have become much more prevalent recently, so they are more situational. Okay. We get Oasis University. Whoopee! We're adding another control point from Oasis University to Stadium. Wait, what does that mean? We're adding another control point from Oasis University. Wait, I don't know. Maybe that's a wording thing. Is it just the map? Or is it like something else? All right. Bug fixes. Go down to Stadium real quick. Fix an issue where the lifesteal is incorrectly granting currency despite being restored and not healing. That's why Junker Queen was getting a shit ton of currency, by the way. Fix an issue where Juno's Fission Chamber did not scale properly attack speed. Juno's Blink Boost allowed her to use Glide Boost while crowd controlled. That was a weird one. Oh, please tell me they fixed Divine. I don't see anything about it. Juno's Blink Boost prevented Glide Boost from scaling properly. Cooldown reduction. Granted more Glide Boost duration than intended when combined. So that was the problem. Yeah, I think that was the problem. Ivy Drip didn't have reduced overhealth when combined with Fountain of Soothe. Aww. God damn, dude. My Nano Nade build got kind of fucking dunked. Fixing sure Briggs Optimizer was granting more self-healing than expected. Fixing sure Zenyatta's Enlightenment was incorrectly healing over 1 and not granting ultimate charge or currency. Okay. Fixing sure Anna's Venomous was not dealing reduced damage when spawned with Fountain of Soothe. Oh, didn't even notice that one. Never grabbed Venomous anyways, though. Fix an issue where Martian Bender was healing less than intended on Diva. Hey, so that one build I posted, that got fixed. Fix an issue where Doomfist Aftershock power would always hit targets hit the first time. Fix an issue where Liquid Nitrogen was overriding slows. I don't know who
Spooki is, but I like his vibes.
Adding to them.
Ola, a lot of changes today, I see.
Oh, a lot. Just to let you guys know, we received these patch notes 2.5 hours ago. I have been going over patch notes for 2.5 hours. Fixes your liquid nitrogen. So now it stacks, which means that May in her AoE Ice Palace just got... Oh my god, it's May season. It's May season, baby! Let's go! It is May season. Oh my god. So now liquid nitrogen is going to work with Ice Palace too, effectively. And her, yeah. Fixes your Vendetta's cataclysmic power will not trigger if the initial hit kills the enemy. That looks like it is it, everybody. 2.5 hours we've been going over patch notes, ladies and gents, and we have gotten to the end. This, in the history of Stadium, is the largest, massivest, sweeping update to Stadium. And if this does not prove, I'm telling you, the amount of players in Stadium is larger than people think. I think the community is larger than they think, or else we wouldn't be getting this much attention, dude. This is crazy, and I love it. I love it. Big shout out to all the Stadium devs that worked on this, man. The goats. The absolute goats. And we're going to see how these patch notes work. So we'll give it up at the season. Obviously, there's going to be some things that probably don't work out like they intended. There's probably going to be some things that work out better than they intended. The thing is that we got new stuff to play with, and we've shaken up the meta, and a little disappointed yet again that we have no news about the matchmaker getting updated or competitive getting updated. Again, I haven't jumped in the game, so maybe that's just a surprise waiting for me when I get in. But as always, fix your matchmaker, dude. Jesus Christ. Or competitive. Dude, just, I don't want a bronze player telling me that they're top 500 and that I need to listen to them when they're saying the wildest thing known to man ever. The wildest stuff. I'm getting tired of it. Anyways, massive update, huge patch. I guess May's going to be really good this season, so